Felicitations, my family of fledglings. And ghosts. It's so good to unsee you as well. Damien Halme here. Happy time zone. I am your ghost host with the most and professional disruptor, breaker of the status quo. The reason why you will eventually leave your rut and pursue higher interests in your life and become something. Not for them, not for the parents, not for the significant other, for you. You will do better. Left your TikTok stream with 420 likes. Stuart, are you using an auto clicker? How shameful. Please do it again next time. Thank you. I appreciate your face. Also 420 just kidding. Welcome. Yes. In fact, I am the Damien Halme. Tonight is a stream that is usually not game-centric. It's usually something along the lines of, oh shit, there's a whole shit ton of things I forgot to open. Hang on, I can't see you guys talk. I cannot see you talk. Let's change that. Why can't I see chat? The only reason I saw Stuart's chat is because I was looking in a different area and I saw it there. But for the rest of you, fuck, I'm sorry. Ed, I'm sorry I keep cussing. Shit, fuck. How do I... Oh! Instagram did a thing on Social Stream Ninja. It loaded chat without me messing with it. That's amazing. That means if I were to send a test message in Instagram right now, bloop, I should fucking see it, and I don't see it. Damn it. I thought I was onto something, and I am not onto something. Why can't I see my own chat? I should see my own test chat on Instagram. Damn it. Well, you know, I guess you can't win them all. I'm hoping the other chats aren't also as broken as that one. But I guess the only way to find out is to wait and see as people chat through the night. Fun. That's fun. I like that. That's so fun. I like having fun. Fun is fun. Stuart says, honestly got about 150 likes in before I realized I could just hold the button. Oh, you don't even need an auto clicker. You could just hold down a button and it spams goodness. Amazing. I don't know. Does that actually like benefit the algorithm when it comes to TikTok discoverability? I find that when I do live stream on TikTok, and I am not playing a game right now or anything, I'm literally just sort of like chatting into the ether, that I get shoved in a lot of people's faces that are not looking for somebody like me to talk to them. Because I just watch name after name after name. This, maybe I should disable this because this is very disorienting to me. I just watch like names pass by. So-and-so has joined the live stream, and then you don't see them actually pop up as a user in your stream, which means they're probably like flipping through their feed, and I got shoved into their algorithm for no good reason. Personally, I believe no good reason. And they were just like, oh, not this fucker. And they, scrolled past as soon as they possibly could. And I got a notification that told me so, which is not ideal, really. You just use the I button on the keyboard. Probably not for me, but for people that use QWERTY keyboards. I did it partly to help, partly for a dumb joke. I like free likes and I like free algorithmic presence. So, if that's what it actually did, then, hey, badass. Thank you. My hair goal is approaching completion. I think it is growing out of my scalp, which is hair likes to do that. And it's coming down nearly to my collarbones, which are down right about here. And when they brush the collarbones, which is only a matter of an inch or two or so, um, then I have the hair that I desired. Good times had by all. Riel, if you would do me so kind a favor. Wow, what a weird way to put that. First of all, ignore the way that the English coming out of my mouth sounds. Second of all, if you could send a message through Instagram, I would be most grateful, because I feel like my Instagram chat relay looks like it works, and yet I can't read my own messages when I type in Instagram, which means something is afoot or wrong in some way. Don't mind me messing with my hair. I didn't wash it. I haven't washed it for days. In fact, I'm very much a shell of the Damien you all have known, have grown to love, and continue to come back to for some crazy reason. My sleep has been off, including the days that I don't stream. I have been working extra hours every single day for like a month, trying to keep a day job I don't want and appease people who are unfair about the things that I do every day and what standards I need to uphold, including being blamed for things that haven't happened or didn't happen the way they could have happened. I.e., I was working on a big project at my job, and my direct reporting supervisor, boss sort of person said, if the due date on this project didn't get pushed back, you would have been the reason it was late. And so we need to do some disciplinary action about that. And I'm like, disciplinary action about a product that did not end up being late because, not related to me, the due date was pushed later in the year, and therefore my I was behind in my projects, yes, but my projects which were behind are now, thanks to somebody else changing the due date, not behind. I'm in trouble. Why? Because had the due date not moved, it would have been my fault, but it moved, so it's not my fault, but I'm still in the trouble. It's, yeah. I'm going to file such the HR report on my whole department when I leave this job, because damn, there's everything from unrealistic expectations and micromanaging, which are whatever. Probably a lot of people experience those in their jobs. If you don't, consider yourself lucky that you have nice bosses, trusting uppers, a, a flow state, comfortable standards, whatever. You're lucky if you don't have what I have. But that's like the tip of the iceberg. At the deep end, I feel like there's some dog whistle racism and anti-Semitism and other. There's some dark stuff that I've experienced in this particular company. I'm ready to bail at some point. It's a Troa. Hello. Wait, where's your intro? Troa. Why is my bot not doing its job? Why does my bot do the suck? Also, 3 stream streak. Twitch is such a cruel mistress. That's impossible. Me here. That's just Fatty Wacklin's super faulty hubbub, and I call for an imbastidation. You must be in a special mood tonight, Troa. Rose. No intro, says the Twitch. I don't think it's Twitch. I think my bot's whack. Although my bot does get its info from Twitch. So if Twitch says that's not your first chat, you've been here all night, then the bot can't act accordingly. So there is a likelihood that the bot's doing its job fine and the Twitch API is just like, I don't know. I don't think that's Tro's first chat. I'm pretty sure he's been here all this time on his third stream of this streak. Yeah. It was a trade. Oh, the fact that they gave you any watch streak at all, they took away your intro, right? It's awful. Awful. All right. What are we doing tonight? Tonight, I actually don't have a big discourse topic on the docket. There is something I wanted to do a few nights ago. We were talking about like tweaking recipes, things that you do if you try a recipe out at home, you read it off the internet, you go through the 5 pages of personal biography. It all happened when I was a little kid in Sicily, and my grandma, she made a fun of me, but then she fed my belly full and bullied me. she bullied my belly. She made such great food, and she taught me how to make this food, and I will teach you the recipe in 10 more paragraphs. But first, let me tell you how this recipe makes me feel. All this other stuff, right? Like every single recipe website wants to do. They give you and the ads, crazy amounts of ads. If you don't have reader mode enabled on your browser, you really need to for recipe websites. So I asked you guys a few weeks ago, when you make a recipe and it doesn't turn out quite how you love, what do you do to do tweaks and modifications and refinements and that sort of thing? Because I want to do this with a few personal recipes in my I have a recipe book of sorts that I'm trying to craft that the kids will hopefully grow to love, because they're my foods that I make for them and create a sense of nostalgia and home and being and remembrance, legacy. I hope I don't have any toxic parenting traits. I hope I only have wholesome ones. And to me, one of the wholesome traits that I feel like I have from my mom since she passed is I miss certain foods that she used to make. And I hope you feel that way too about loved ones that you knew that made good foods. I know, Tra, so rude. But what I wanted to do in that same stream, we just never got to it. Probably because the conversation was so good. And I blame you guys for that. I really do. Is I was going to go to the sin of gluttony in the Discord server, my Discord server, and start to make records of all of these delicious recipes that you guys put together, so that the knowledge base, for those of you that have joined Envy and have access to the knowledge base, that it's there for you for accessing, so that you have that in some place much easier to get than the backlog that is Discord. I feel like going through Discord's chat backlogs is subpar to using Notion, which is what Envy uses. We have snacks. We do have snacks. So I'll probably use this layout. Not sure where I'm going to put me and the stuff I'm working on. Should I be like more over like here? On the vertical stream, the super doesn't matter because I'm wherever. But on horizontal, this is a whole shebang. I think I need... what I really need is a new scene just for chatting with the browser up, so that when we talk and the browser is active, there you are, you beautiful bastard. That it's, we're not ruining the stream with everything covering everything else. So yes, this kind of, I want this. It's super gonna just cover my entire face is part of the problem. Whatever. If you're watching on vertical and you can't see my face, it's a face. You've seen it before. Oh, thank you for the poke on Instagram. I can see that. I appreciate you doing that. Riel might have me on mute, so she might not have heard me. So I do appreciate the poke. It works. It works. So that means since the last time I streamed, Social Stream Ninja has leveled up. It used to be if I wanted to see Instagram on my OBS dock, I had to pop up a separate utility window that Social Stream Ninja uses for Instagram chat. And then I had to not log in. I had to start live stream there, even though I already have it started in Instagram Live Studio. So I have my live studio in two separate windows, and then it would relay the chat. And now I don't have to do that. It does that for it still has to do that. It still has the relay window, the separate version of the live stream studio. But I didn't have to do it myself. It's all automated, which is pretty cool. I was doing a listen when I typed out my bizarre replacement for an intro. I must have known somehow. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so we're in the gluttony sin in the knowledge base, the envy knowledge base. And we're going to go through gluttony and add some recipes. I just need to start scrolling down and find them. I love how much wasn't or isn't recipes though. There's a lot of people just like getting foods, or like I roasted some saba. I don't know what that's the Japanese word. I forget what the English word for that fish is. I did some salt saba roast, and it turned out really, really good, and the kids loved it. But I don't have easy access to the fishmonger that provides us with that food. Okay. Oz was the first one to post a recipe. Art. Should I say art first or Arturo? Art. Hi. Welcome. We are, so I have this knowledge base that I use for all of my community. Sorry, it's over this way. I'm really bad at doing weathermanning. And we're going to add recipes the community has come up with. We're going to add all of these recipes to this knowledge base, and it's going to be delicious. It's going to be a delicious stream. Hopefully, maybe. What I want to do is get as many of these in as I can in one night. So I think it's going to be a lot of copy and pasting, but you know, something. I still miss the chili dogs picture at times, but my scroller isn't that patient. Chili dogs? Oh, the ones that we made the way back in the day. Now those are like so. I mean, I just love chili dogs. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a huge fan of chili dogs. It has nothing to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. Although when I found out about Sonic liking chili dogs, it did make me like him that much more. Yeah, I'm going to do the whole shebang. I'm going to come up with a title. I'm going to put an icon. We're going to do everything with this. There's a whole intro for this stupid recipe. There's all these pictures before you even get to the, okay, here we go. Let me just try to copy and paste. And if there's stuff in the copy paste that's awful, then we just get rid of that shit. But I'm just going to try to grab the whole article and see what happens when I hit copy and I do a paste. That could easily be a dad made the best candidate. The chili dog? I don't know. Do we need the author? Shit, I'll leave it. Just because, you know, if I made the recipe and then it got hosted on some website, I would hope that other content creators down the line would find my name and say like, okay, well, this one was made by Damien and that I got the credit for it somehow. So even though like we don't know who this Zoe Francois is, I think it's polite to leave it in. I think it's appropriate. Yeah, I don't know. Chili dog, like a chili dog is literally just you put a hot dog in a bun and then you add things that you like on it. So I don't know if there's like a set of or sense of mastery. Like there isn't a skill set involved in that. The skill is really the bare minimum. What things do you like together? Try that. Oh, it turns out you didn't like them. Okay, take something out or add something else in. Try that. And then when you stumble upon the flavor combo that strikes you just right, then that's it. That's the thing. To keep that. Okay, so I do like this. The ingredients for this one, pretty cool. They have everything in metric and freedom units, so that's good. There's also a link to a recipe for vanilla extract, it looks like. That's interesting. All based on Zoe Bake's website, so that's one way to do it. Instructions seem to come through just fine. There were pictures, or I guess not pictures, but like advertisements that came through on this. And when I hit paste, they were not added. Okay, but there is something kind of funny here on the notes. Oh, here we go. Choop. So there should be a carriage return variation. Jaggery. Am I saying that right? Jaggery. There's jaggery powder and chai spice macaroons with pistachio. I do like pistachio flavor. Dipped in chocolate. This sounds insane. What is jaggery powder, I wonder? Many much picture. No picture if they're ads. I'm just curious what jaggery powder is. I've never heard of this. Have you guys heard of this product before? What is this script above here? Udupi. 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 I don't know. Can we Wikipedia? What the heck is this? Oh, it's just sugar. Jaggery. Am I saying it right? There's no pronunciation guide. Jaggery was Portuguese terms. I assume that's jagara. Am I saying that right? Portuguese. Where's the pronunciation guides here? Okay, pronunciation from Portugal, because I would rather speak, I don't know, there's so many people that speak Brazilian Portuguese. They look the same as far as pronunciation. Jagara. So it should be like, oh, I closed my tab. Jaggery. It's probably what it should be. Jagara. Traditional non-centrifugal cane sugar. Does that change things? Is there evaporating water from the sugarcane juice as opposed to using a centrifuge? Is one healthier than the other? Like, what's the difference? This is consumed in the Indian subcontinent, also Brazil, also Africa, Central America, North America, apparently. I've never seen this before. And Southeast Asia as well, all over the place. Cane juice and often date or palm sap without separation of the molasses. So molasses is up in here. It kind of looks like it. And crystals. Crystals are in there too. Can vary from golden brown to dark brown in color. Contains up to 50% sucrose, 20% invert sugars, and up to 20% moisture, with the remainder made up of other akumu. Thank you for the chills. Hi and welcome. Wood ash proteins and another word I don't know, bagasse, fibers, dry pulpy fibrous material. Delicious. I love those fibers. I'm so glad those are in whatever this thing is, the jaggery. Very similar to muscovado, another word I don't know, an important sweetener in Portuguese, British, and French cuisine. Okay. Yeah. I haven't heard of it, and your YouTube seems to be on the on-stream chat. So we have bot behaving for a change. Thank goodness. Yeah, it looks like the bot recognized Akumu coming in on on YouTube as well as on Twitch. So some things are working right. Although, oh, maybe Akumu doesn't have a Trovo hello. I do have some bot commands that also work on Trovo, but I haven't seen them pop up in a while. Maybe I need to recheck how Trovo connects up to the bot. So this is just a type of sugar. Okay. So back to this. It's a sugar. If we replace jaggery with sugar and chai spice macaroons with pistachio and then dipped in chocolate. So it's just a variation on things. Also, orange blossom or rose water. Amazing. I love both of those. When I was a kid, I did not have floral flavored things. I didn't have tea. I didn't have baklava, and anything that would historically or traditionally be made with flowers as part of the flavor. I did not know. It was not part of my cultural background. But when I discovered this stuff, at first I was off put. It was really weird. I think the first floral flavor I ever had was rose water ice cream. And it was so rosy. Like I swallowed the ice cream and it was like rose perfume wafted out of my mouth, which was overwhelming. It was way too much for me as a first try. But over time and exposure, I really came to love floral scents and flavors. Jasmine, orange, rose, lavender, all sorts of floral flavors added to things. Good stuff. Okay, so this was, should we say who in the community donated this recipe? I think so. Donator? Should we call it Donator? I feel like that's appropriate. The streamer of Oz, we'll say. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's appropriate to do. Wow, 30 macaroons in this. Not to be confused with macaron. Those like small, round, crunchy cookies with like a little bit of goo in the middle, so they kind of look like a goo hamburger, but like bite size. You know what I'm talking about? A macaron and a macaroon are like, they're completely different. Even though the etymology seems like they would be super closely related, for some reason they're absolutely not. And I don't understand. Okay, so that's recipe number 1 in Gluttony. Let's keep going. I see lovely pictures of stuff, by the way. Some great. Should we add pictures to the to this? Because there are some pictures. Can I just drag and drop? We can. Let's do one picture. That's so cool. You can just drag from a website straight into Notion and bada bing, it's right there. That's honestly that's pretty badass. And thanks to me not being a total asshole, you don't have to scroll through a preamble to get to the recipe. You're on the page. The first text you get to is who's the contributor. Contributor? Should I go contributor or donator? They donate. And then, the recipe's literally right here. There's no backstory. I refuse to add backstories. No backstories for recipes ever. You can save that for, you know what? If you really want the world to know and you want it in the NV knowledge base, I will put it in. I'll put it in at the end because that's where it belongs. Somebody made some surf and turf ramen. Oh, spicy too. Lots of good pictures. Some of them are mine. I don't want to toot my own horn, but there's some delicious stuff there. Where's our next recipe? There's a point where several recipes were being shared in full recipe form. I just want to make sure that we find those. Also, Stuart, thanks for the follow on TikTok. I just saw that. It's like you really like me. Okay. Um, the Drunken Moogle. Is this a recipe or several recipes? Oh, it is. Oh, it's a drink. Oh, it's a lot of drinks actually. Do I? Okay, it's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot. It's worth adding these because if we want Gluttony to be a rigorous, thorough, well-developed part of the knowledge base, then we, even if things are complex or multitudinous, we need to make them happen. Nothing against you there, but I don't use TikTok. Oh, you don't have to follow me on TikTok. Why do you think I stream on 5.5 other platforms besides that one? I know everybody has a bias against some platform. In fact, so I use this app called Social Stream Ninja. It helps me with chat stuff. And when I scrolled through the different streaming platforms that this app supports, I said nope almost immediately to several of these. I'm going to go from the bottom up, and you can kind of get an idea of why I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to do these. So this app supports PeerTube, Billy, Arena Social, Party, Beam Stream, Rumble. If you know Rumble, I know Rumble. I'm not streaming on Rumble. X, D Live, which is funny because it sounds like it's me going live, but there's a whole streaming platform called D Live. Picarto, Facebook. Who the hell? What? Do you? What is that? A book with a face on it? Facebook? Just kidding. I'm kidding. And then like all the shit that you would normally know, the stuff that we all know and love. But yeah, it's like, yes, those all exist. I now have an app that supports all of these other platforms if I wanted to go down those paths. Do I want to? No, I have extreme prejudice, not least of which I haven't heard of half of those. I'd probably be streaming to, a total user base of like 1,000 people. And out of those 1,000 people, they probably all have somebody else they're watching on that particular platform. They will not leave that stream to watch my stream. It's not going to happen. Final Fantasy has so many games that have good food or drinks. I want to try IRL. Well, I'm going to add a bunch of drinks that Silvos added to the Gluttony page. So you will have access to. Well, are you on Envy? If you're not, then what are you even doing with your life? Gonna peek with the others. If you want to join, really? When? Right now? Wait, why don't I have timestamps on so I can see when you sent that? Stuart, if you can hear the sound of my voice, when are you guys starting peak? Because I want to do peak, but I also want to be adding these recipes. I'm torn. I want both. Can I do both? Can I add recipes in my downtime? Contributor. This one's contributed by Silvos. We're going to add the picture. Boom. Look at that. Gorge. I don't know if I'd do that with the peel. That looks kind of janky. I know they were trying, but they didn't try that well. And if I tried, God, it would take a long time. You can both. You're the streamer. What? You mean I run the show? I will message the filthy people that are interested in playing Peak and see what they want to do. We'll see. So, well, we can always pick this up another day. I wonder, maybe should I do this on Friday? I do need more TikTok minutes. I literally need 25 more minutes of TikTok on a separate individual stream. Maybe I'll just add some of these then. Drink created. Okay. Yeah, I think let's see if we can copy paste this. This is pretty good. Oh, except this lost its carriage return shit, which sucks. Non-alcoholic spirit. What's a plus? I've never heard of that. Pomegranate juice. What is that? Just kidding. Lemon juice. Oh, is this a... Oh, it's a mocktail. I should have read that when I started making this. Hades mocktail. Non-alcoholic spirit, pomegranate, lemon, pomegranate seeds, and lemon twist. Ugh. I don't know about the seeds, though. I'd have to read this and see exactly how it's done. We're in chat. Oz and Haley went bio. I'm going to try that Palm of Power. Because I don't think you're a big drinker. I think you would like... Have you tried mocktails before? Mocktails are kind of fun. I think they feel like fancy drinks without having all the bad repercussions of drinking alcohol, which, you know, even the people I know who love alcohol as a culture and habit suffer from it. Like it doesn't do anything good for you. So unless you have crippling social anxiety, it might remove that for you and give you gregarious, open extrovert vibes while you're drunk. But that's if you're lucky. And you still probably feel bad the next day. You have tried mocktails? Nice. Make it for you? Gladly. Akuma says, so I'm thinking of doing something. I don't want it out there quite yet, but I'll send you what is. I'm intrigued. A mystery just between me and Akumu. I'm not going to tell the rest of you because it's secret. I will respond to you off stream, because if I say anything on voice based on what I just read in my DMs, I might give something away. And so I will I'll play this carefully and cautiously and not talk about this. But you'll get a response from me. I want to play Peak. I do. I know Wednesdays are usually reserved for us all just sitting and chatting and connecting on something. I've got a very meager start in the Gluttony part of the knowledge base, but Peak has been so much fun, and I would love to play some of this with some loud, crazy people and connect that way. I think what I'll do is add this over here. But this is an ongoing project that we'll keep contributing and adding more to. So don't think just because I want to transition to something else that I'm going to let this go. This does mean I need to open up my usual things. I'm going to turn off Spotify and open Gale, which is my mod manager for Peak. I'm going to join Oz's Discord, which means it's about to get noisy and crazy in here. But I'll tell you this, because this has been something that I've done in the past whenever I play multiplayer games on Oz's Discord. If there's an interesting side conversation happening in our chat, in this chat, I will mute and deafen, and I will focus on us, because that's something that I want to be known for. And not just let the chaos and insanity of that particular Discord environment infect the good thing we have going on here. All right, let's go see what these fine folks are up to. Oh no, there's a new import or export code for peak. I guess I'll have to give it a different name and import from a code. And then I'll go say hi to these people. Hang on one sec. Hello.
Hello.
Aloha.
Oh.
Hey, D, are you gonna make me a palm of power?
Yes, come over.
Okay. I do like the seeds.
You want seeds in your drink?
Well, that's the fruit, the part you eat on a pomegranate. So I'm assuming it doesn't just need the
pomegranate seed.
hard part.
Yeah, but do they say that about the... Hang on, because I didn't actually take time to read the directions on this. Shake
I'm
all
assuming it just
ingredients
has, like-
in a mixer. By mixer, do they mean a blender? What does mixer mean?
No, they mean
Mixer
a
are
drink
those
mixer.
little cylinder things you'll usually see people making martinis with them.
That's a shaker. That's not a mixer. I bartended. I don't...
Are you sure?
I bartended.
I thought it was also called a mixer.
What is a drink mixer? Mixer.
Maybe it's something that just has a thing in the inside to agitate the stuff.
People don't know what the fuck a mixer... Everyone's got a different version of that word, so I don't know. That's...
So I just Googled drink mixer and they're showing shakers.
Okay.
So people just don't know that it's called a shaker.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because the next lines, in fact, I'm going to change this in the knowledge base. Shake all drinks in a, I'm going to say shaker, with ice and strain into rocks. If you're going to mix something with ice and then do a strain, it's probably going to be a shaker.
Yeah, I was like, sounds like a thing.
Strain into a rocks glass over fresh ice. Garnish with a few pomegranate seeds. They don't do anything with the seeds. So yeah, they're literally just floating in the drink. You'll definitely, this is a choking hazard. I don't know that this is really a smart idea.
I don't drink like an animal and have had boba. So
How
I know
dare you?
I was gonna
I'm
say,
not a
if you know
psychopath who
that the
just
seeds are
drinks
in there,
something
I
without
don't feel
looking.
like it's too much of a hazard.
I like to drink fast. That's all. I like to
That's
be,
fair.
I like my thirst quenched. And if there's something
No, you
small
need
and
your
choking
thirst
hazard,
quenched very, very quickly.
if there's a choking hazard in my
Alright,
drink, that's
Gatorade.
on the bartender, not on me.
I mean, what if you just want a nice little treat while you get your drink?
Then that should be in a side dish, a little dish with some pomegranate seeds that you can pick. They should even give you like little tongs so that you feel very special and you don't turn your fingertips red in case the next day you have a hand modeling gig.
Or maybe they allow you to pour your own seeds in so you're aware of them.
Sure,
Gives you the option.
then you have the dish. You could dump
You're a
the
dish.
dish. Your mom's a dish.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, okay.
Does it come with a little tiny spoon?
Show you.
No, tongs. Tiny
tongs.
tongs. Basically like tweezers, but you use them to grab the pomegranate seeds.
But you could crush the pomegranate seeds and then it defeats the purpose. It
If
would be
you're-
better if it was one of those teeny tiny spoons.
If you're crushing, then that's on you for your barbaric use of tweezers.
I don't know my own
Also, it's
strength.
just giving you
I'm
more
crushing hard.
pomegranate juice if you're crushing them.
Okay,
so.
Hulk.
I want them to pop in my mouth.
Then use
It's a sex thing.
use discretion.
I
It
do
is
have tiny spoons.
Look at me.
Oh my god.
I did the things.
Tro says
I know you did. I saw.
Tro says I enjoy music at a much deeper level with alcohol. Oh, interesting. As long as I maintain just over buzz, I have no ill effects. Jealous.
Stuart.
What?
You did things too.
I did that last night with you guys.
Oh. I didn't get it last night.
Yeah, it's because you have to jump into the kiln.
The mixer could be what I just found. Hello, Tawari Gaming.
Also,
Akuma,
I
what
have
did you
this.
just find? Was it
I have this.
the,
Oh, you're
the
cool.
silver 2 cups that you use to shake, which is
And that's it.
generally called a
That's
shaker?
all the stuff I got.
Oh, you sent
You
it.
know, I got a friend in you. I'm
I
hugging that.
survived an
Oh,
ant lion
weird.
attack, bitch.
How did you survive it?
So you have to take damage
So I'm gonna deafen because the other conversations like when I talk on Discord, it's like I'm not even being heard. So what Akumu found was like a handheld blender sort of thing, but like the bottom isn't like blender blades, but it's kind of like a mixing drink wand thing that you dip in. I don't think this is that, just based on the text. It really does sound like they meant shaker, because they say shake all ingredients in and I changed the words to shaker in the knowledge base, with ice. So you're shaking it in something, and then you strain it. When you have the two metal cups, you can usually pour into one and then put a strainer over top of the lid on that and then tilt it, and then it keeps the hard bits or the crunchy bits or whatever happen, or the parts that would break your teeth. You strain those out, and then the rest of it's just fluid that comes out. So I think that's what it is, as opposed to like a metal mixing wand kind of thing. I just think it was bad choice of vernacular, and somebody who hasn't bartended before. I'm gonna go back and join with the chat.
Survive from that, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh,
I watched the
I
video.
thought the cannibalism was a special one where you couldn't revive.
No, just like normal death.
Okay. I'm still waiting for
No,
D
I
to
wouldn't
get
have done that.
Yeah,
still
the
probably...
game needed to load. Or
Did
sorry,
you get the new code?
Update. Yeah, the game needed to update. Was there like a brand new update just after the brand new update?
Yes.
Yes.
Hot
Yeah, they
patch
did
or
a
whatever.
stability update.
Yeah,
I think there were 2 of them.
Okay.
Haley, I'm grabbing your boobies. Don't act like you aren't impressed with my ability to do it. Here, you get the left. I'll get the right.
Wow.
I like lefty.
Oh, God.
Righty's a little bit bigger.
But lefty fits better in my hand.
That's true. You got tiny hands.
Fuck you. Lefty is bigger.
Teresa's lefty is bigger too. I'm not gonna lie. I think. Teresa,
used to-
which of your boobs is bigger? Yeah, Teresa's left.
When I was...
I don't believe it.
Side of my body is larger.
Wait.
Like my foot, everything.
Come here.
I need proof.
My hand, my ear, my eye.
I was doing something to Haley in game.
Look at me.
And, yeah, that one is
Why do you
definitely
look
bigger.
so cool?
I survived an antlion attack, and
You stared into the sun.
I finished
I
the.
stared into the sun. I did do that one.
Mhm.
And then I also climbed past the mesa without ever having more than 10% heat.
Ooh, damn. My game is not showing. Give me a sec. Where's the game?
It's on your computer.
There's something dreadfully wrong here.
Are we waiting for Crims?
Oh, yeah. No.
It doesn't
Said
feel
no.
good.
Oh, I couldn't pop out
Um,
for risking it crashing.
Are we doing in-game audio?
We're gonna try.
Right. Well, now that I figured out that I'm just an idiot that needed to turn my audio on.
Still?
No. Oh, yes, it is at 0%. Why the fuck is it 0? I fixed it.
I was gonna imagine if I didn't say anything for you to check, and it didn't work still.
Okay, I have
you
the
know-
sound.
You would have been too stubborn to check.
Now mute
I do
yourself.
need to turn the game up, though. So I gotta risk having out.
I need to do
I don't know. Hold on.
audio. Nope. Audio settings. Set myself to voice
Say something?
activation. Something. Something.
I hear D. I hear Oz. I don't hear Stuart.
Okay, we need
You are not talking in game.
Stuart, do you have push to talk turned on?
game capture. Peak. Oh god, that's big. That's what she said. That's better. Okay, where's this go? I need one more.
You're not
Oh no,
saying
wait, it's working.
anything.
No,
Or
no, it's not.
coming up and
Shit.
saying anything.
It says I get in game, it kills.
Okay.
Okay, I need another game capture then. That's so weird. I was trying to fix my stream
I figured.
because the game does not capture very well.
don't have that problem.
Good. Good for you.
Talk, Stuart.
That looks pretty
You're
good.
not talking. You're not.
in game.
Steam says peak has been fired up. Does it use the words fired up? Why?
It's not picking up your mic at all.
Doesn't this always happen with Stuart though?
Oh.
This is why we've always used Discord, is because Stuart's the one that is broken every time.
It's hit
Oh, it's
or
just-
miss.
it's
Sometimes
just
it works,
D.
sometimes it doesn't.
Is what?
Hello, Rashi.
Wait, why am I orange? Who made me orange?
You did?
Gross.
You defaulted when you
Gross.
joined.
Default. I see what you did there.
I got little spurs on my feet.
There we go.
Oh my god, Oz.
Perfect.
Oz was doing kissy face too. Why are you drooling?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a hole in your bottom lip? Is that the problem?
Weehaw. Hi and welcome.
You're looking awful tasty right now.
Rush. Hello.
No.
Does anybody have snack? Oh, Akumu usually has snacks for the snack god. Akumu, what do you have? What do we have for Rush now? Also, I did promise that I would, in 2025, start treating Rush like a real human being and not just calling him a snack god and providing snacks for him, but actually treating him like a real person. Hi, thanks for being here. I love your face. It's true. I hope you and the fam and loved ones are all doing very well.
Testes, testes, 1, 2, 3.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me in the game?
Yep.
Yes, it is peak
Oh,
weehaw.
cool, it worked.
Oh, sweet.
I can see when someone
I
on my
have
friends
it
list starts a
plugged in.
game up. Oh, gotcha. Flaming hot Cheetos and bean dip. Those both sound delicious. And blueberries are the way to my heart. In case
I
you
thought
didn't
your
know.
chest was the way to your heart.
Chest is the way to the
ready for
beating
war?
organ
I
thing
am.
that some people call
I'm
a
ready
heart.
for the war
Also,
of trying to eat each other.
Wait, we can hear Stuart now?
No.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
He restarted.
Cool.
Oh, well, he plugged his thing in.
No,
Oh.
I had it plugged in.
I didn't
I
know
just
you had
started the
to
game
plug
while
your
it's plugged in.
thing in to hear us.
Hey, just because my
Are we
dongle
ready?
needs to be plugged in,
Hmm.
you look wonderful in your sailor outfit.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna start.
Can you transform
Yeah,
into
go
a
ahead. Go ahead, start.
planetary body?
I'll be Uranus. Unfortunately, nothing tonight. Haven't
already had one of
been
those trees
on
up.
a snack run recently. Oh no. Rush, please be kind and fair to Okumu tonight.
Balloon.
A balloon.
Can I put it on?
There's all sorts of dancing stuff over here.
Actually, no, I don't want to put it on yet. I'm gonna carry the binoculars so that you guys can do the binoculars in the mesa.
How do we throw this from super far away?
You just hold and throw.
But like you have to
Hold
catch
and
it, right?
throw.
Yeah, we gotta try to catch it 100 meters away. Hold on.
Here, I'll get on top of something.
Yeah,
Throw
you're
it.
gonna have to back up.
Oh, you wonderful pretty beans. You're the wonderful bean.
It might be easier to do it if we're elevated.
All the usual ice cream options as well, including the Snickers bars, Troa.
Stuart, come here. I'm trying to talk to you.
Oh, that was not enough.
Stuart, throw it from up there, from where the chests are.
That was enough.
That's what I was gonna do.
Oh no, the other piece started to fall. Cooked coconut by the campfire, if anybody wants it. Cooked coconut. I do have leftover birthday cake and
I'm gonna
cupcakes in the kitchen, though, if anyone wants any. Oh, I'll take something. I have coconut for people. Lots of coconut.
You gotta throw it much higher.
Boop.
I barely hear you.
I forgot we have all these mods that let us know where everybody else is. All the Toll House cookie ice cream sandwiches, usually about 4 types of ice cream. Nice. There's coconut at the campfire back there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. There's 2 pieces.
I need to be hungry though.
Need to what?
I need to be hungry because I'm gonna try to eat Stuart.
Oh, okay. I see why you're saying it quiet.
Yeah, I gotta try to do it before he does it to me.
Oh, I see. Troy, you are Gluttony. It's true. You are the sovereign of that particular channel, that particular sin. Rush will also take a couple of hugs from Kami. I can't speak
just hurt
for her,
himself.
but I think that's an appropriate request. What is going on over there? Wait, Stuart dead? Oh, he's stood back up.
No, I launched myself out of a cannon onto a jellyfish.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. Are we gonna survive this first level?
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know this to be a
Alright, I
fact.
need my hunger to build a lot faster than this.
Yeah. But I do feel like Rushdell would give good hugs. That's just a hunch.
Marcel would get good hugs. I believe that is fact.
Yeah. I'm gonna call that canon.
Good beans give good hugs.
Yeah.
Maybe bean hugs.
Haley, were you pointing there for a reason?
No, I was just fucking with you.
I'm like, why are you pointing here? I'm gonna get it.
What is that sound?
Nothing. I mean, what sound?
Wait, Stuart, go over there.
Over where? Over where?
No, no, no.
Hold on, I'm gonna try.
Oh god.
Okay.
Bye, Oz. What just launched? What was that?
Damn it! This is the frisbee. We gotta
Okay, I
throw
can't
it
pick this
100
up.
meters to get
You're
it
trying to
eat.
pick up the
Yeah, 'cause
cannon?
Stuart placed it down.
Oh. What's its placed? It's set.
Stuart placed it. Once it's placed, you can't. Yeah.
Gotcha.
How do I know I'm even in it? Never.
You just gotta kind of
No.
hope and pray you're in it.
Ready?
Do it.
No, I'm not ready, but okay.
If you're watching on Instagram, there's a good chance in 2 minutes the stream will die. It's not your fault. Ooh. Almost looked like
That
you
was a good
caught her.
landing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it makes you fall slow when you hard enough.
Are we, what's our MO? Wouldn't beat this game?
Beat this game.
You get like a little floaty and then you're good to go. Hey, Haley?
Bandages up here at the top
Turn on.
that nobody grabbed. Okay. Okay, bye.
You grab him.
I don't have room.
No. Oh well.
I was actually trying to put it back.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
gonna bully me some more.
Don't bully me.
How come?
What's your hunger at?
I'm at like 70% right now.
70% hungry?
No, just threatening Haley.
Oh.
Like, subtly.
Your hunger at, bitch?
It's at like 10.
Those edible?
They're fine to
You're
eat.
just worried,
Yes,
aren't you?
yellow ones.
Neat.
Good.
Oh, that one gave me a little bit of energy too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You tell me.
Neat.
Oh, I know what you're doing.
What? No!
Yeah, Haley's not a good liar.
Eat this, Haley.
No!
This is why Haley doesn't play games where you have to lie to win.
Yeah.
What are these? Chubby mushrooms? Are they edible? I don't see any
I
wisps.
believe chubby mushrooms are always fine.
Cool. Anything good? Energy drink.
I've now got 2 ropes.
Nice. Oh. Almost stepped right on a jelly. For no good reason. Why music? Music makes me nervous. Do energy drinks work differently now? I don't have any
I don't know.
energy. Oh no, I'm tired. Oh, uh-oh. I got the sleep. I got the EPs.
Don't eat peas.
I don't know if I can do anything about that.
Why'd you drink?
An energy drink. I think it works
No,
differently.
why?
Oh, cause I'm used to them giving you just extra energy bar. And this time
They
it
don't do that.
did not. Oh, what gives you like a bunch of energy bar? Something different?
Food.
Hmm. Oh, jeez. Bad jump.
No.
All it says no.
You made this bed of yours.
You're lucky I don't have the boomer or the thing to knock your ass down.
It's been so long since we've used in-game audio. It's weird hearing everybody's echo.
A little bit.
Why is everybody
Yep.
so far up?
Well, I've just been chasing Haley trying to kill her.
No, he's trying to feed me, is what he's trying to do.
Exactly. That way you can't eat me.
How you like being eaten?
Ah, sure enough, Instagram died. Womp womp.
Boo.
It's a living.
Well, you just said it died, so how is it a living?
It's a dead.
Hey, because you had the honor that I did.
I'm climbing so high.
Yeah, we are.
Oh.
That's not gonna help you.
Akuma with the clutch hugs. Rush. I hope this sates your bloodlust.
Nothing saves Rush's bloodlust except for blood.
And snacks. And apparently Akuma hugs, which I did not know.
Oh, this was a bad choice.
Uh-oh. I don't like to hear that. Oh no. I'm gonna come down with you.
No, 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 no!
Oh. You good? You hurt?
Did you get hurt? Ed got hurt.
I got no hurt.
I did.
Oh.
I got hurt.
Wish I had bandages. Welp. I'm with you.
Okay,
I would
that's
come
not
over
the
here
way.
to the left. Where I'm going. Never mind, this is not the way either.
It's over this way.
Oh. Still no hurt. Okay. Hmm. Love little places you can smush into the wall and get rested.
D, why are you still trying to go that way?
What? I'm just trying to get up to where you are.
Take these pillars.
I fell further. I don't have all the ability to pillar all the way up that until I get to this altitude.
Gotcha.
Like, I don't even have that much. Oof. I had to lunge at the very last second. After I did all that climbing. Oh, you're over there now?
Button mushrooms over here. That they're good.
Cool. On my way.
You can just jump.
Oh, yeah. Sweet mushrooms. Mushroom.
There's more mushrooms over here, but I don't know if they're good yet.
Okay.
They are good.
Hell yeah. I am full.
And red crisp berries.
A what?
Red
Oh.
crisp berry.
I'm good.
Are you full health?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay.
These heal you. I think. No, they don't.
Hmm.
Looks dangerous.
Yep. Got it.
You
It's
wanna be my hand?
a little bit dangerous, but yeah, I'll be a hand here for you. I gotta hand it to you. Hell yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, hello.
Uh-oh, I have a little one in here.
Uh-oh.
Hi, baby, go potty.
Yeah. No, that's canon in the musical.
Hmm?
Yeah. It is actually grumpy.
Poor little one. It's kind of a ritual. There's a point in her sleep schedule that she wakes up and goes and pees. I mean, the alternative is she would sleep through it, so I'm kind of glad that she has enough bladder response.
Where's Haley?
I don't know. I'm gonna take since
73 meters down.
since Oz is managing a little. I'm gonna take a quick bio myself. BRB.
The
There's
fuck
a
is that
coconut
thing?
right
Oh, it's a
Coconut?
coconut.
I need to find Haley.
She's over here.
You need to feed her. She's really hungry.
I don't need food, damn it, go away. Stuart's trying to force feed me and I don't want it. I don't consent to this.
So close.
I don't consent to this. Go away.
Did we get the thing in the chat?
Baby, don't stand there. Don't stand there.
No, I couldn't get the statue.
What, baby? You wanna be on my bed? Go on my bed.
What was the statue?
This. You want it?
Oh, okay. No.
Yeah, I'll drop it. Oh, it's gone.
Okay. That's
You
fine.
want these balloons?
Yes, I do want the
Are-
balloons. Put them in my backpack.
Yeah. Actually, no, I can't, because they'll fly away. You have to take them out of my backpack.
No, you can put them in my backpack, bitch.
No, I can't,
I'm
because
here.
my hands are full.
Yes, you.
I'm with everyone.
When you hold them in your hands, they will be held, Stuart. I'm not stupid.
There you go, Haley.
What? I don't want food.
You're full.
Oh, I'm full now. Someone fed me.
Come here, Stuart.
I fed Stuart
Nice.
Good.
a marshmallow at that.
He's gonna try to feed me though.
Wait, I'm gonna give you the balloon. Oh, I can actually give it to you now since I can't torture you.
Thank you. Hey, what did you take out of my bag? Oh, you took my bag.
What does that noise mean?
Oh, I'm trying to hit you.
Uh-huh. I am hurt.
I am Goo.
Are you hurt or are you hungry?
No, I'm hurt. Ow, you.
Can you hold this?
With my hands, like you
Did
are.
you just try to knock me out and
No,
feed
I'm not.
me?
I'm not. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to feed you. I'm just putting this away.
Okay. Stuart, go the hell
Oh,
away.
there goes Bing Bong.
What?
Stuart done fucked up.
This just means I have to kill you now, so you can't kill me.
Is anybody hungry?
No.
Haley is.
No.
Haley's very hungry.
I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Haley's fine.
Thank you, D.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Haley, I'm trying to get the open 15 chests thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. My bad.
All good.
Okay.
No, no, come back here. No.
It's raining man.
Where'd
Hallelujah.
Guys, you
Stuart
can
go?
take this vine up to me.
Oh,
Why is that bush floating?
what bush?
Oh, that's a floating bush.
Oh, hello.
Hey guys, take this vine. It's up to me.
I'm gonna take this vine up to the tree.
Yep.
I mean, you're taking up to the one I was saying. Oh, Oswald, you look very yellow from this kind of light.
Nobody calls me
There's some button mushrooms right here if anybody wants
I
them.
literally just did. I'm sorry.
I'm okay.
Down there.
There's a suitcase up here. A little tricky to get to though.
There's cluster shrooms here too.
I don't know how to get to you.
You gotta run and jump a little bit.
Okay. Oh no, it's raining.
You're good right here.
Thanks.
Not wet. Of course. Tis wet out here though. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Uh-oh.
Stop right now.
This isn't wet though, which is weird.
This looks like
but
a
I'll
way
take
up.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it stopped raining.
Yay! Watch out for that exploding guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the waterfalls actually push you down into the ground now.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not let's not swim.
They
in
don't
that.
hurt, but they just like force you to go down.
I see. Yeah, it sounds like an ex of mine.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah. This is the way.
This is the way. Are they under us? Oh, they're right under us. Hi, Oz.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome.
What happened to Stuart?
Ah. Who knows?
Oh, he's right over there. Never mind.
Oh no, dude, it's wet. I didn't know, like, do you like to get wet?
I mean, I feel like if somebody should know, it should be you.
What?
Hey guys, just so you know, they added collision to the water.
Yeah.
Yep. We were just talking about
I found
that.
out the hard way, and
The hard
almost
way?
hard yeah, it turns out right now. Sorry about that. I got the dumb mouth. Hey Haley, hope you don't feel like falling right now.
Nope. Sure don't.
Here, check this thing out. I'm gonna throw it at you.
No.
Watch out.
Oz, I swear, Oz, you butthead.
Alright. Oh no! Haley, I caught your balloon. No, she's asleep.
Bees. I found
I
bees.
didn't do anything this time. Yeah.
Lucy
Haley
Streamer.
with a dart.
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my
Wait.
family of fledglings.
Reset my hunger.
Wait, did you have 2 balloons, Haley?
No, I had one.
There's one in your backpack still, and I caught one, and I have one in my backpack.
I hope that's gonna be okay. Please don't. Please
So
don't.
it doubled your
Keep
balloon.
rolling. Please stop rolling. Okay, good. I think it stopped rolling.
So you're not hungry anymore? No. I'll give you extra help.
Why are we laughing?
Because now Haley can't eat either of us.
Yeah, Oz shot me with a blow dart and reset my hunger that was all the way up to 50.
Mmm.
I was so damn close.
Ooh.
Oh, she's
I
getting
am
so close.
chaos.
You are.
To be fair, you
No,
got me
chaos
first,
is
so it
chaos.
was right.
Also, Stuart, I'm trying to open 15 chests.
Oh, I'm sorry. I found 3 down there. I would have
It's
told you
okay.
if I'd known.
Oh,
I'll let you know now.
shit.
Oh, Dee, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
There's
Do you need
antidote down there.
antidote?
Yeah, I know. I'm okay. I'm just gonna breathe the fumes for a bit and yeah, enjoy.
I have to do with Teresa.
A what?
Breathe the fumes a little bit.
A threesome?
Yeah. So now you know what it's like to live with Teresa. And odds combined.
Mm. Uh-oh.
Honestly, D has to deal with so much nauseous gas
Over there?
from me.
It's true.
That's why I said Teresa and Oz combined.
Or maybe go to this little ledge if you can, and then
Yeah, I
go
think
over the side.
I think that's right.
Yeah, and then go that way.
You ready for something stupid?
Uh,
Think I can make it?
Oh
If
man.
you do something to me, I will cry.
Hey, dart gun.
I don't have a dart gun.
No, I was gonna dart gun you.
No.
Oh no. I might
Okay,
need
I
a
don't see where
hand.
to go from here. Sketchy!
Go up.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, you
Hey, we have the
sketchy
Patron if we
bitch.
need it.
No, I don't.
You did.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
did.
no,
Oh,
no.
gee.
I didn't take any damage somehow.
Stuart, grab my hand. Stuart, grab my hand.
I'll wait for D.
Okay.
I need a
Go
hand.
around you then.
Eh. Nope.
Oh god. I have some rope, I think.
I can find another way around.
There's just some rope.
I was
Here,
trying something
Does that work?
kind of bad. Don't use the rope yet.
Oh, it's okay.
I think it was
I
just
have
because I was
plenty.
poisoned, so I was weakened temporarily,
wasn't.
but I'm better now, but now I have to wait for the rain.
There's a ledge up there. There's a ledge above us too.
Everybody's higher.
Radio thing. Yay!
I'd sure love it if it would stop raining. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Are you want me to wait
How
for
was
you?
your stream?
Go, 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 go.
D is still whacked on that place he fell before. Why you guys
No,
doing that?
why the
There's
fuck?
a test.
And we're going straight up.
How did you all make it over that?
There's spots that you can do it.
Okay.
There's like this
Yeah,
little
try to pick the
mud.
spot.
Yeah, that whole ledge there is like impossible for me. Especially now. Now that I'm hurt.
I can still use the rope. Is this an okay spot, or should I go back down?
That's fine. Well, actually, I don't know how to get over there. I won't make it there.
It's okay, I can go back down to where I was up with the rope before.
Okay.
I know.
So the crotch goblins started acrobatics today. Oh god, it's raining
That's
again.
fun.
That's a good
Is
place.
that good, D?
That's a good place. I don't know if you can hear
I'm
me.
just getting ready.
Okay. Cool. I think I'm gonna go get it from below. Yeet.
I don't remember how I got up here, unless I could just climb, and I'm misjudging it.
Thank you, that was
Yeah, I'm
very
just
helpful.
misjudging it. I'm gonna put a little rope here too, because this place sucks.
Okay,
Oh,
careful.
there's.
Using all our ropes on level 2. Wait, is that it?
That's it, yeah. It'll still help you get to a safe spot.
We'll see if I can. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh god. Oh my god. It did not work. Ow. Shit, I have to wait
not
for it
much
to
else I
not
can do.
rain. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Also, this ledge is awful. Like, I keep falling down it unless I backpedal.
Yeah. Do you need food?
I have food. I should probably use it right now because I'm not my best.
I have a lollipop you can use.
Let me try this now. Come on. Come on. Hell yeah.
It sucks there though.
Uh-oh.
So try and climb where I am.
I'm
You
out
should be able
of-
to stay there. Just walk forward.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It sucks there, but
I will smash my face into this wall until I don't have to. Thank you. Alright.
I went a different way than them.
Okay, I'll follow you. For
I
solidarity.
don't know if you'll be able to make it.
We'll see.
It's not that bad. It's a very narrow ledge.
I'm hurt, but not that bad. Like less than a fourth of my health. I can smash my face into the wall right here until it stops raining. I'm just gonna be a face smasher.
You know what? It might be better where they were.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Uh-oh. Bye.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, good. Welcome back.
I'm gonna try and climb this side.
Jesus. I'm with you. Ugh, the amount of physication that this game makes me do to try to make my character climb harder. Like I'm like leaning my body, like no, this way, oh, that way. Like I'm playing a flight sim and I can't control my...
Hey, turn around, turn around.
What?
I was saying turn around, there's a...
Yes.
Oh, can you, Thank you. Oh, that's so
I
much
think
better.
it's safer this way.
Not this way? This way looks really healthy and easy.
Yeah, I guess we can go that way.
There's lots of little thumbs, like they're small, but at the same time, they're like enough, you know what I mean?
Just enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just smash my face in here. Yes.
Watch out, there's an explodey one.
Yep, I see it.
That scared the shit out of me.
What was that?
That was a wall shroom that you accidentally set off.
Oh, fun. Good times.
I was going this way, D, because that way it doesn't look safe.
It's not. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe. I do that in Oblivion, Skyrim, and Red Dead. I crane my neck to look over hills or around beds. It helps, right? What I need is, I need the world to get caught up with VR, so that doing that kind of stuff works.
Oh no, you are dead. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. It was very amusing. You look how safe this place is.
Welp.
Weep.
Akumu says, I won't play VR motion sickness. Oh. I'm pretty good with that kind of stuff, but some of them give me motion sickness. Oddly enough, it's the ones that have the motion sickness support, the protections, where instead of you moving freely, they let you teleport around the world.
Is it worth it to grab the lantern?
No.
Oh boy. It's kind of far from everything. Kind of. I mean, if you just... Wait, what are you looking for?
There's another chest over here somewhere. I know I saw it.
Oh, just over this way. Down this way.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, you're already at the top? How did that happen?
It was super easy. You literally just went right when you should have gone left.
Oh, wow.
Do they need help?
No, we're good. No, we're good. I'll just do all like you said.
I think too, if I ever had a VR system, I'd want to practice it until I got over it. But if that's possible.
A good way to get used to VR is by drinking or eating ginger.
Okay, because that's supposed to be sort of a safeguard against nausea, right?
Yeah, it's a big sailor trick people used to do for seasickness.
Oh. There's 2 chests right down here, Haley, in this direction. Follow the ghost.
Oh, yep.
They're really
I see 'em.
close.
Okay.
I see.
I see
I
you.
don't know how you're getting up here. Oh, I guess you can go that way.
Streamers over that's how it would be.
Uh,
Do the Nightmares campaign for Black Ops 3. Nice.
I
What?
got stuck here and died, so go straight up and not to
Yeah.
your right.
Stop raining. Thank you. That is literally the 3rd time in a row that I've told the weather to stop doing the thing, and it's done the thing.
He's like, okay.
What?
I can guide you to them. Do you see them in this direction, past me? This way. You see 2 chests?
Vaguely, yeah.
This way.
Up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you come back to Beyond, there's 2 chests over here that B found.
Nice. Good grab. Yeah, having not owned a VR system, I don't know if it's possible to acclimate to it. I would suspect. Like fighter pilots acclimate to G-forces. I wonder if anybody's researching VR to make it less nauseating, though, too. Like, how can you do it so that your eyes and your ears match up? Yep. If you just come around this way to your right
Hello.
in a curve, you can get those.
I just need to regain my stam.
Or Haley can get them since she's between
No.
you and the chest.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's got to open them.
Oh. Oh, right. Because you're doing the
Right there. She's trying to get the eye patch.
Yeah.
Like the booty. She can say, "Arr."
Ooh, there's another over here.
Oh, what's the green thing?
A bush.
Oh, I see. It's the bottom of the bush coming up through the. Never mind. What was that?
Was what?
What was that sound?
My butthole?
Through your mic? Oh, I don't think so.
My butthole. You're like, I know what your butthole sounds like. That's not what that was. But are you sure you know all the sounds that my butthole makes?
I'm pretty sure that the majority of them sound like a murloc, and that one did not.
Can you paint with all the sounds of my butthole?
Switching to Stuart.
I like watching Dee's face scrunch up on his stream
Let's-
and then him slowly shake his head.
Let's follow Stuart.
It fills me with joy.
Wait, you're not Haley. Let me feed you. Oz.
No.
Here you go, D.
No. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I lost my bing bong.
Haley,
Nope.
I fed Stuart
the blue
a granola bar.
Oh, balloon?
balloon.
Use it on me.
How
Thank you.
long will it last?
D.
Ah,
I don't know, so I gotta try to speed run collecting balloons.
what?
Stop.
I
Stop.
have, two,
Oh.
I have more.
I'm trying to put it in the backpack.
Okay.
I just say.
Jump.
Okay, that's
Jump.
4. I need 2
Oh
more balloons.
no. Wait, Haley, I have one more. Come here.
Nope.
Nah.
So close.
Nice.
Oh, Haley, good job.
Right into the tornado.
He's fine. Hey, Stuart, I'm at 40%.
I was at 50. I was lying the whole time.
Yeah, I was at.
Hey, Haley.
I shot a fucking blow dart at me. What?
I'm here as an agent of chaos. I'm on nobody's side. Thank you.
I know. It just makes me sad because I figured you would have wanted Stuart to get eaten.
Well, see, I fed Stuart and then I hit you with a blow dart.
Yeah. Fuck, the tornado's coming for my ass.
Uh-oh.
And that
Ant
was a
lion?
mirage. Alright.
This is
No,
the antlion.
mirage. No.
Right here? It's not?
No. Antlion's gonna be a much deeper hole with a chest at the bottom. Fuck you.
Nicki Mirage.
You have 3 balloons now, it looks like.
What?
Nope.
Oh
There's
no,
still 4.
it was just 2 red. Yeah.
Okay.
Capybaras.
Does this heal pain or damage?
No.
Does anybody
it's
have
just,
anything to heal me?
heat.
It helps your mental health.
No, I don't. Oh, here. You guys need the binoculars
Do we?
Yes, I
For
do.
what?
to look at the sun.
Not right now.
To look at the
Sun's
sun.
not out. Sun isn't out.
I know, but you
Oh,
gotta
I
hold
saw a
them.
balloon
I
pop.
don't need them.
Yep.
Fuck. I heard it. Damn it.
Tumbleweed.
Balloons.
What do tumbleweeds do? Anything?
They hit you
Chest.
and they'll roll you for a while.
They break your car.
And there's
Oh.
you only have 1 balloon left.
Oh, they're gone.
Nope, no balloons.
Wow.
Damn it, my balloons.
Akumu says, why are we talking about antlions? Y'all aren't playing Grounded. Are they in Grounded too?
Yeah.
They are.
Oy. Popular.
There's chests up here, Oz.
I see 2.
No, there's not.
Yeah, there's.
I see 2 chests.
Nope, look back up there again.
Oh, the Mirage. Nicki Mirage. Oh god.
So typically the Mirage is right in front of or behind itself. Oh, hey, there's an antlion. Go get hit by it and then run out.
Okay.
Okay.
So you gotta get hit and you climb out.
What the?
Oh shit. Oh shit! No! My backpack! Let me climb out. Let me climb the fuck out.
I was trolled. I jumped in and was immediately killed.
Pick me up!
I can't.
No. Fuck.
That's the end of a run.
I'm by myself. God damn it.
By yourself.
Wizard of Blizzard.
Join us. Join us at death.
Would you like to hear
I
Steven
need my
Seagal
achievement.
Jamaican dancehall song?
I mean, how many more chests do you need?
I don't want to be DMCA.
I have
but
no
wanna-
idea.
I do want to hear it in my off time. Can you
Back
send
up,
it
back
to
up,
me?
back up, back up, back up.
Can you whisper it to me?
Stuart, you butthole.
Sorry, that was really.
I guess I'm dead. Oh, is that it?
Oh, and here comes the.
Do we get an achievement for that at least? Do we never have to do antlions again? He's got a whole album. Jeez, I believe that.
Stuart, that was rough.
I didn't even get my achievement, you butthole.
I didn't either. Hey, Agent of Chaos, maybe you don't trick or mess with us, and we won't mess with you.
Okay, it's different if I'm the last one standing, you butthole.
Didn't get anything
I mean,
new out of that run.
I don't know if you were gonna be able to make it out of there, honestly.
I don't either.
Well, she.
But I would have liked to have tried. I wasn't
She
in
didn't know.
the.
All she had to do was run away.
He sings
don't
in a
you
mumbly
get it if you
Jamaican
get out of this
accent.
thing?
Oh no. Somebody told him, your
No,
just said
patois
you
is
have to
really
do it.
good.
Get the antlion achievement. She was trying to get the luggage achievement.
He's like, fuck, I'm the next reggae champion.
She wasn't trying to get the antlion one like you were.
I
But
mean,
yeah, with
just
the
give us more
antlion,
reason
you
to
get
play.
attacked and then you run out.
Well, I
Did
mean,
she
I
get
still
that
didn't
though?
get the achievement
Yeah, I got
for
touched-
either one.
I got touched by that
I
antlion,
don't think you
and
took damage.
and it immediately.
I took a lot of
Holy
damage.
Shit, why is Oz like 90%
You didn't
loud?
get far enough out then. Because you have to get like out of the thingy.
I did.
How about this? I will
maybe you didn't go
guarantee
far
every
enough.
chest you get this time, and I will call them out this time that I know.
Well, now I have to quit
Why?
because it is 1 o'clock and I have to be up at
It's
6.
too late.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way we can do a
Yes.
full run of this.
Okay, how about we do it tomorrow, and I very specifically try to help you tomorrow.
It depends on if we play tomorrow, because tomorrow is DNI's night.
Truth.
That's true, yeah. Next time we play, I will specifically be Oz's ally.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm being taken away. Bye,
Though,
guys.
as annoying as it is, it was pretty funny how instantaneous it was.
I'm being
It
abducted.
was.
Teresa started crying laughing.
I know, I heard it.
I'm just being abducted.
I do feel like that might have been a clippable moment.
Absolutely. Oh, the rope's broken.
Alright. Thanks for the run, guys.
Yeah.
That was fun to mess with. Also, Oz, thank you for letting me know if I get the dart gun to use it on Haley so she can't eat us.
Yes.
No.
Why do you look like you're ready to shoot someone?
Because I
Yeah.
fought a damn antlion and survived.
Does that outfit make
True.
you look like that?
No. This one.
With the
this
arms out,
outfit
like
is
you're
the,
threatening.
It looks
Yeah,
like
look
you're
like you're
a
gonna shoot us with your
gunslinger.
book.
Yeah.
Right. The scar on my face is from the antlion. The cowboy outfit is from getting through the mesa with less than 10% heat.
Uh,
Alright. Have a good night, everybody. Go take care of yourself. Go eat the food. Go drink the water. Go
Good night.
take your meds. Go do all the things. And go take care of yourself. Stop abducting me.
no. Abducting you?
Shut up.
Alright. That was it for that run. Everybody tried to do achievement hunting, and it apparently like just absolutely decimated us. It was a bad idea. Pretty dumb. Yeah. Where were we? What were we doing before we were so rudely interrupted by Peak? When a girl struts her stuff, you look at her butt. God, are these the actual lyrics? You shouldn't do that. It's so lame. Yes, we were doing recipes. Let's go back. Let's go back. I still have more. I shouldn't, honestly, probably shouldn't be awake for that much longer, but I also feel like I owe it to the stream to have more, to get more of the stuff up and running. Let's see, we had that there, this was over here. something like that. Yeah. Okay, then. Wow, my hair just looks like it's devoid of body. I think it's just the humidity and the fact that I haven't washed my hair. That's probably the more likely of the two. We had a browser up. That's the wrong one. Shit. We do not want this window. On this one, we want the Notion. Boop. Is that the right one? Hell yeah. That's better. And then over here, it's going to be the same thing. Cool. Cool. All right. So we made the mocktail, the Hades mocktail. Yeah, I whisper me that album, or maybe no. If I'd say I'll look it up on my own, I'll forget. So yeah, definitely send it my way. Jam, I am welcome. Wait, how come I can? Oh, there it is. It's just delayed. Tasty drinks. That's we're adding in everything from the gluttony sin into the knowledge base is what we're trying to do here. So that's the mocktail. Next up is, oh shit, I didn't do a thing. Palm of Power. There's no pomegranate. What do we want to do for, oh, like an electric zap? Because there's like a little bzz, 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 yellow thing. Don't know why. These are all like based off of Final Fantasy stuff, right? So I'm not quite sure why the iconography or the naming conventions behind some of these. It's called the Drunken Moogle. Oh, I get, no, there's no way. I'm looking at some of the other recipes. They are definitely not Final Fantasy based. They're all just kind of like random fandoms. Hello, kits. Oh, that one's from Hades. Hades would not be a lightning bolt. I'm welcoming change for that one. Whatever you think it should be. A skull. We can do that. Skull. Skull or skull and crossbones? Let's do a regular skull for now. Next up is the Beetlejuice and Lydia.
You are my dad. You're my dad.
Spooky, wookie, wookie. Do you want me to send loose recipes for the soup? Do you think the rest of the community would like that? I really liked it. I gobbled it up. The little gobbled it up. I honestly think it's a solid. Yeah, if you feel like you could sort of formula it into a recipe, let's make it happen. We could also add it to our own private Notion too. It's like a veggie and fish soup. It's really good. Imagine if you're like in a seaside tavern in a fantasy story and you're like, hey, innkeep, could I order a bowl of whatever has been slow cooking there over the fire? And they just take a big old ladle and they put some stuff in a bowl for you. And it's got like farm fresh vegetables and whatever was caught at the sea that day in the bowl together in this like really nice stewed up soup. Like that's what it feels like to me. It feels like adventurer's food. And I don't know why this is. Maybe it's just because I'm a huge nerd, but I like food. I like different types of food, but when a food feels like it could have been something that you had along the way to, you know, your big adventure, it feels kind of like high fantasy or like you'd read about it in some sort of fiction novel. It hits different for me. I don't know why that is. Like I like Hobbit food, you know? I like food that feels like it was told in some sort of epic tale. That's how it must be a psychosomatic thing. I'm always open to new recipes. Good. Because I know you're one of the coveted, so you have access to all of these that I'm adding into the knowledge base. It's a good comfy when you're sick or it's rainy soup. Yeah. I don't have any fish soup recipes. Well, you will after Oz adds this one. Super simple, especially because it needed to be kid friendly. That's true too. So, you know, we like, Oz and I like a lot of nuanced foods and a lot of foods from different cultures and areas around the world. But sometimes that means like a challenging mix of like sweet and tangy or sour and savory, or like, you know, some stuff that can be kind of hard for kids sometimes, because that's just, we're chasing, you know, new flavor horizons, and we're both pretty adventurous when it comes to eating. But the kiddos still have all their taste buds intact, and so everything tastes different to them, right? I love those recipes. I call them the pinch and dash recipes. Pinch of this, dash of that. I like that, but I also like having some sort of record on how to make that kind of stuff, because there were a number of recipes that I don't think we could ever replicate, that my mom used to make that way, and she had no notes on them. And so I could like make them over the course of many, many iterations, trying to get her exact flavor profiles and whatnot. But I don't know, like, would I even be able to do her honor? I wish I could just, you know, look in a secret treasure trove and find everything written down, but she wasn't the sort of person to write things down. You said Hobbit food, go to my Hobbit hole. Wait, it's been a long time. Do you ever log on to the Enshrouded server? I was on there just the other day because we were having server issues and I need to make sure all the like different servers were running properly. And I was like, oh man, I really miss our Megalopolis project, but it's hard. I don't want to go and do it all by myself. If that makes sense. They don't like spices. That's true too. Like if we have too many nuanced spice flavors mixed together, then the littles just nope out of that. I'm gonna try smashed roast potato tomorrow. Roasted potato. That sounds good. Y'all are fish and veggie based meals, right? I mean, we do. So we're also fine with dairy and eggs as well. But when it comes to like meat, like muscles from an animal, the muscle fibers of an animal, we do seafood. So, and that's everything that's not a mammal basically in the ocean. So we crustaceans and shellfish and everything too. So it's not just fish. Pretty diverse. It's basically, we just don't eat land mammals and fowl is kind of like the easier way to say it. But if anything comes from the ocean, it's like, yeah. Plant rejuvenation time. Enjoy. Take care of those green babies of yours. I need to work on a gluten-free recipe set, possibly a lactose-free one too. Honestly, yeah. If you stumble upon something and it really works well, the textures are all there, especially, and if the fiance loves it, you're set, you know, then keep that or tweak it. You know, if it comes out and the tasting notes in the household is everybody's like, it's good, it's just like a little dry, or it's a little bit runny or whatever, you know, then I don't know, chat GPT, like, what can I do to change this, you know, and do an update on that kind of stuff. I cook pinch and dash, but I like to create a base recipe to work from. That's kind of what I want to do too. I want to move from pinch and dash to having stuff down so that I can make tweaks on it later too. Because sometimes I won't make a recipe for a long period of time. And then when I come back to it, if anybody said, you know, oh, that was so good, it was just like a little bit salty, I'm not going to remember it the second time around unless I immortalize it somewhere. And so Notion for me, sorry, I'm bad at weathermanning. Notion for me is kind of the way to do that. We have this one for the community, and then Oz and I have a private one as well. And so I want to like make a recipe, have everybody try it. And if everybody kind of agrees, oh yeah, a little too salty, oh, a little too spiced, oh, a little too bland, whatever, I put that in the notes, and then the next time I try it, I know exactly what I want to try, and I don't go too far either. You know, I like iterate it slightly towards something better, and I want to work on that until I have something that's like perfect. And it won't be pinch and dash at that point, but it will also be memorable and consistent, where the kids will have a taste and smell memory of that, because it will always be the same, you know. And I'd rather give up my kitchen jazz if it meant making a tradition out of food for the kids and a tradition out of like healthy food too. Because I feel like one of the main reasons why the US suffers from um, so many health problems and ways to die when you get old that are based on behaviors and diet is because we have traditions that are like founded in really shitty food, like stuff that's like it is killing you over time. It is deleting your health over time, but it's traditional. So it's like, well, my grandparents made it, my mom made it, and I make it, and I'm gonna make it for my kids. And it's a story, it's a narrative that we pass down. Well, it's a narrative for COPD. So I'm trying to like break that cycle and have really healthy foods that I can pass down to my kids and have them have memories of that kind of shit. I haven't lately, unfortunately. Oz and I are starting to get back in the swing of using a kitchen since we spent so many months, more than a year, almost 2 years, more than 2 years. How long was it all that we didn't have a kitchen, and now we finally have one again? I got some good mussels to eat. I mean, if you want to slice some off, you just let me know. Although you're a mammal, I probably won't eat you, but other people in the community might. I agree, but the roundabout is a good way to record what was remembered as a pinch and dash fish soup, and if you can recreate it, name it. That's fair. I don't mind starting a recipe on pinch and dash. And in fact, a lot of the recipes in my private Notion were either my pinch and dash or somebody else's pinch and dash, and I've recorded it and edified it in stone or in digital, so that I can then iterate over that. Yeah. I wouldn't send you any steak recipes. I mean, you can, they're just going to be lost on me. Also, like, I grew up without mammal meat in my diet. I used to eat fowl when I was a kid, and I gave that up later on too in my 20s. And yeah, so I tried a steak. In fact, because I have friends who ate red meat that were big, like, culinarians, they wanted me to, at one phase of my life, experience like the best of the stuff that I had been missing out on my life. So not only have I had steak, I've had backyard steak before that was like eating shoe leather and had to be drenched in A1 to be palatable. And I've had high quality, expensive cut of cow, you know, the best cuts. I forget which ones are the best cuts, but like tender, succulent, juicy, doesn't need anything more than like maybe a little bit of salt and pepper if you enjoy that, and just like, you know, the perfect meat. And whatever that unlocks for people that have eaten red meat all their lives, I can tell you, if you haven't eaten red meat most of your life and then you have the perfect steak, it's a little bit lost on you. And it was, for the price that I paid, I wish I had a more full plate of other foods that I would have preferred, but it was an experience, you know, it was life experience for me. But yeah, probably don't send me steak recipes as a result. Take that rough draft and try it till it's right, then yes, that's what I want to do. That is exactly what I want to do. It would be great to do that with the gluttony recipes too, although these are going to be community shared. So I encourage you all to make your own variants and changes to these. Or if you want to add a note, we can add it to the knowledge base and be like, you know, cite sources. Like Troa says this one's a little bit salty. And then if anybody else tries it and they agree, you know, then I can add more people to the names of, like, you know, everybody agrees this one's a little bit dry. It could use, you know, some reserved water on the side that you add at this phase to make it more moist, whatever it happens to be. I think that would be great to iterate over the recipes that we share. This is the way. Posting the taste replies on recipes with the name too. So if you find your tastes jive with somebody, oh yeah, 100%. Helps you know another one with their name, maybe more to yours as well. Oh, like that other people's palates might align with yours. Agreed. Yeah. Bug in the ear things. It was 19 months we didn't have a kitchen. Crazy. Insane. When we saw that one picture of the tiny and she was in the kitchen all broken down, and it was like that was 2 years ago from today, or like she was 2 years younger than today. I was like, holy crap, I can't believe how much of her life was spent with no kitchen. Like, what percentage of her life was no kitchen life? It's going to change as she grows older. It's crazy. I'm going to head to bed so I can potentially do the thing I spoke of. Please let me know. Please let me know. I'd be happy to, because tomorrow I might be lighter of meetings than I was today. If I can support in any way, just reach out. The worst I can do is leave you on red, but I won't do that. I'll reply. Let me know, and I'll reply between tonight and tomorrow morning my thoughts on the matter. I get more foul as time goes on. I like how you spelled it that way. I mean, I eat chicken. Oh, yeah. See some of you on the other side of ad break. I have no discernible palate. No discernible palate? I.e., you'll eat anything? Oh, you mean like when something's expensive, ritzy, nuanced, it doesn't matter to you because like cheapy, slap together food, casserole, soul food, that's all good too. I kind of feel that way too. Are you ending stream? No, I'm still gonna be around. Hi Luna Moon, how you doing? We're chilling. I stopped for a while to play Peak with some other folks who are gonna be awake for a bit and play, and then we ended up like destroying our run early on by doing achievement hunting. But basically what I want to do is we've got a bunch of recipes from the Discord server that I want to put into knowledge base form so that they can be like accessed by the community. Community recipes for the community is kind of what we're doing. Yeah. I know what you mean about cheap and expensive. Like if food is too expensive and it's not like transformational. In fact, I kind of hope that expensive food isn't transformational to me, because I would hate to say this $50 meal or this $100 meal is so good, I want to do it again and again, because that's expensive over time. Whereas being able to say, feeding myself and my family on a budget, and we're all happy with the taste, and we're all full bellied at the end of the meal, and we saved a bunch of money versus that other food, that feels good to me. So I don't want my kids to be picky. I want them to be flexible, but I don't want them to be picky. Yeah. Ribeye, possibly Wagyu. I don't think it was Wagyu. I don't remember that word being tossed around, but maybe ribeye or filet mignon or something like that. There's a cat inside. How did that happen? Did they push open the door? You can tell Oz? Okay, I will. Probably after stream. Yeah. Discerning palate, yes. Beans and rice. So, yeah, interesting thing about beans and rice. Rice is, more of a carb than anything else. It's a grain, right? And beans are a plant-based protein. But when you put the two together, you hit quite a large amount of our essentials. Essential being this code word, by the way, for those of you that just like don't have a circle in like diet and nutrition and stuff. Essential is a code word meaning your body needs it as an external source, i.e. your body's not going to fabricate it through an internal endocrine means, or some sort of like the mitochondria generates this kind of thing. It's like you need to consume it, and beans and rice together match up a lot of the proteins, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals that our body requires that you have to get through diet, because otherwise you'll go deficient and bad stuff will happen to you, right? So the fact that beans and rice get paired up together in so many types of cuisine, it's for a reason. And I don't know if we really knew the chemistry behind it in ancient times, but it was probably like fuck around and find out, right? Like the family up the hill from you all did beans but no rice, and the family downstream did all rice and no beans, and they everybody in the whole family died 20 years before everybody else's families did. And so like they took a mental note, and from then on it was like compulsory. It's like, no, you eat these two things together, something like that. Like it happened iteratively and probably at the loss of many lives, to sort of understand, you know, well, why do we eat these things together? Why do we combine foods the way we do? They managed to, oh, they pushed in the pane of glass, even though the vacuum cleaner was right there. They are smart. More idea, just like the variation thing on the first recipe you did. If there's a named recipe, but you know a way to modify it to say vegetarian or keto, etc., those would be good to add too. Yeah, no, 100%. If anybody has, especially Akumu, well, I think she's asleep, but Akumu having family with dietary restrictions, yeah, if you're familiar with and sort of know, like, hey, I think I could try that. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it to make it gluten free or whatever, and that turns out a win or it turns out bad, and then you say why. That's really helpful for everybody else too. Yeah. I tilted the ottoman on its side so that they can't move it. And stay out. Yeah. At some point you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so Beetlejuice and Lydia. Beetlejuice is a shooter. Lydia is a cocktail, is what I'm seeing here in the notes. So I get that's different. So yeah, they look like two different drinks here. Oh, why is everything so weird? Half the carriage returns like don't come through. The Beetlejuice ingredients: 2 blackberries, ounce of black sambuca, an ounce of Irish cream. Wouldn't Irish cream curdle with sambuca? And especially if you add berries. Can everybody see that on mobile, or is the text too small? Add berries to a shot glass, pour the black sambuca, then layer the Irish cream on top. Even at the layer edge, I feel like the Irish cream would curdle. It's one of those things I'm like scared to try because it'd feel like a waste of both things, even if you tried to very carefully layer it. The Lydia sounds more solid. Lemon vodka, which I don't know. I don't like keeping around flavored liquors because you can only use them for like a sliver of drinks. Blood orange soda, same thing. Like, unless you know a place where you regularly get weird sodas, it's kind of annoying to make a drink that's based off of something so rare. Splash of lime juice, drizzle of grenadine. I mean, that just sounds very much more straightforward. I'll put a space between those two. This one also contributor. These are all going to be Silvos for a bit because he contributed a whole bunch all in one go. And there's a video for it. Don't know why. The details pretty much say everything, but there's a picture of both. Why is there a camera? Oh, because Lydia was taking pictures of the ghosts. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, man, that line right where the fruit touches the cream, I feel like it would turn into a bunch of tiny little sperm you'd have to swallow. I seem to be in recommendation mode tonight. I know you'll say something if it's overbearing. Oh yeah, I would. I know whose show it is. Looked, it's small but legible. I think you can zoom too. Oh yeah, that's true. Especially if you're on YouTube, I think you can just pinch and stretch to modify the zoom on it. When we were all living in caves, Tyson began, half of everyone born was dead before the age of 30. Is that true? Fast forward to 1840, that number went up to 35. Who's Tyson? I don't feel like that claim is accurate. Half of everyone born was dead by the time they were 35. So in the tens of thousands of years between the living in caves and the middle of the 19th century, we gained only 5 years on that, just 5. I don't from what I understand, because I was under the misperception that life expectancy averages of 35 to 40 years old, especially during like the dark ages and medieval times, was accurate based on like that was around the time that you would die. I was debunked off of that, or like I was misled, by the lack of truth in the mathematics behind that. What often happened in that era is we had such high child mortality rates. Like people would pop out babies left and right. They would just get pregnant and miscarriage, get pregnant, carry to term, and then die in childbirth. Or the baby would die in childbirth, get pregnant, carry the baby to term fully, and then the baby would die in the first year. And that happened like an insane amount of human beings within the conception to 2 years of age time frame would just go. And like many cultures wouldn't even name your baby until they were kind of like out of the dangerous waters, right? So like it would be like, baby Erickson for a little while until it was like, okay, you think this one's going to survive? All right, let's give this one a name then, because I think it's actually going to make it through. And because of that, the age really skewed down in terms of the mean. But many people did live much older than their 30s and 40s. They didn't live great lives because your body would deteriorate in ways that we didn't have medical science to sort of like help. If you started to lose your teeth, lose your vision, lose your hearing, we didn't have devices to help you out with that kind of stuff back in the day. But you would live up into older age. So I'm pretty sure that the 30s to 30, early to mid 30s was not when people were dying. You either died like in your 60s to 70s, or you died in childbirth or around then. Let me continue reading though. So in the tens of thousands of years between just 5, yeah. And remember, everyone back then was already eating organic. They were eating food that didn't have pesticides, but they weren't necessarily eating proportions or proper mixes or good variety of foods, right? You might live in a monocrop area or a place where vegetables didn't take, but you had livestock, or livestock didn't take, but you only had vegetables. There are a lot of deficiencies for other reasons other than organic, right? The water was clear and full of symbiotes and impurities and heavy metals. I don't know if that's right. The air was pure. That part, okay, the air might have been better, true. The game they hunted was free range. Yeah, that part's true. Didn't make a damn bit of difference. Science matters here. So, and I was watching one of those where somebody answers like Twitter threads and questions from the internet. I think it's not a BuzzFeed thing. Who is it? I forget who does it, who produces that. And I was watching one of those about a virologist, and she said something along the lines of, the reason, this is dumb for me to even just comment on it. Can we do ask a biologist, virologist? What is, help me find the thing. What the hell is that show called? Where it's definitely not one of these. There's so many like nerdy things. It's definitely a lot more like mainstream culture than this, and I forget what it is. Crap. I'm gonna have to, here, maybe if I find it on my phone, because I use a different account on my phone than I do on my computer for reasons. And I'm sure if I look briefly, I should be able to find it. I haven't watched a whole heck of a lot. Oh, it's Wired. Wired magazine. Wired, ask a virologist something. Help me find who she is. Yeah, this is the one. Biomedical scientist. That's who this is. That is who this is. We'll get there. Let me catch up with chat. You can run around eating all the organic food you want, but you'd still be dead by 30 unless some doctor came in and said we could increase your life expectancy using science. I disagree. I fully disagree. From Neil deGrasse Tyson, I feel like that's such a... Well, first of all, one, he's in astrophysics, right? So his knowledge of nutrition, his knowledge of sociological dietary patterns is probably stunted, but he should still, if he would say, I'm so mad when people look at astrophysics and they make layman observations without talking to a subject matter expert. I wish they would just ask me because I know what I'm talking about. Wouldn't he do the same thing with food? This sounds like he has addictions to certain types of eating, and he doesn't want people to step in and tell him otherwise, i.e., organic food might be better for you. Now, not all organic food is necessarily better for you. Some of it really is just sort of like a market. But those claims are just wrong. I like him for the most part. I like his personality, but I don't like every take he has. I use different accounts too, set my MacBook. It's on the phone one. Everything else is on the Play one. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's like juggling through several accounts for reasons. A lot of this conversation was part of a speech on science being used to prolong human life to the point death doesn't hold the same meaning. That might be a little weird. And I don't think anybody who purports having a good diet is trying to... Oh, that's not true. I definitely know some like real snake oil, maybe not snake oil people, some real conceited people that the way that they live their lives and the things that they do for them, the neurotropics and supplements and different things that they try, combinations of food and when to eat and sourcing from, various areas of the world because the mineral products or the mineral contents are different, like all that kind of stuff. Some people really are conceited with this idea of you'll die when in your mid 70s. I'm going to die in my mid 90s to mid 100s. And so therefore I'm winning at life because I'm going to get all these more years out of life. And that's the real goal is, how long can you really like make it? I don't really think that's the goal for healthy living. What I think most people should consider, if you don't already think of living healthy, is the fact that living unhealthy doesn't kill you. If it did, if living unhealthy just killed you, if you're like, wow, I just want to eat like a shit ton of candy, really fatty meats that are poorly sourced, I don't care, just like shoved in my body. I just want cheap. I love carbs. I'm just going to eat breads and pastas for the rest of my life. And I don't care if I get diabetic. If I get really diabetic, I'm just going to keep eating sugar and carbs until I fall into a carb coma and then pass out and then die. And that'll be pretty sweet because my last meal would have been fucking tasty. The problem is that you don't die. That's the problem. If eating bad killed you and if eating healthy prolonged your life, then both would be, amenable to some group of people. Like, I personally don't feel like if it's my time to go that I want doctors to like step in and do everything possible, or I want to change my diet and do everything, to prolong, to give me like 20 more years of life, barring, if my family like really needs me, or, like if it happened right now, my kids are really young. And so I don't want to like pass right now because I want to be supportive for them. But when it's your time to go and you're getting old and whatever, I don't think like eating a certain way to prolong life is going to convince me that I need to do it. But what does convince me is that when you eat bad, it doesn't just kill you. It usually puts you in chronic pain. And then you continue to live and live and live. And to that degree, Tyson, that's where Tyson's comment about us dying in our 30s is like pretty wrong. A lot of people eat healthy, natural foods out in the wilderness we're living in the dark ages, and we're hunting for food in the black forest, and we're foraging for mushrooms and blackberries and whatever, and we live to an old age, or we eat a Santa Monica raw vegan diet and everything's ethically sourced and whatever, or we're eating McDonald's all the time. All of these diets, you could potentially live up into your 70s, 80s, your usual natural life expectancy just fine. But your standard healthy living sort of person has a higher propensity of making those old age years, those last 10 to 20 years, without chronic pain, unless you have like birth defects or an accident. You got in a car accident or something. You have like bursitis to the shoulder, whatever happens to be, or some sort of immune deficiency disease, something like that. But no matter what, if you ate bad, you're gonna feel worse. You're gonna hurt more later in life. And you eat good, you will hurt less in life, even if you just cloned yourself and you had all the same experiences, all the same accidents and diseases and everything, supported by bad diet, you will hurt more. And I don't like to hurt. I'd rather die than live in chronic pain, personally. I don't know about anybody else. That's just a me thing. I feel like I don't have the character, the inner strength to survive through chronic pain in a graceful way, where I can show the world my defiance and how much I can still offer in this life through the pain. Like, I honestly would rather just check out. So anything I can do to sort of mitigate the risks, not to say that eating healthy means you don't get sick or you don't get hurt. All that stuff still happens to healthy people too. Really, really healthy living people still died of COVID, or still got long COVID and suffered dramatically for it, no matter how healthy they got, because it's a novel virus. So there's no human immunity that's innate in the population. So you could do all the good things and still suffer, right? But having like a fully McDonald's supported diet all of your life, and then facing big chronic issues, you don't have your cellular infrastructure, all those little organelles, all the stuff that you learned in 7th and 8th grade that exists inside of your body. Those are fueled by the processed bad foods that you've put inside of you. You're not going to have the same outcome. Guaranteed, you're not going to have the same outcome. Making life feel less worth it, so then science loses? Wait, sorry. A lot of this conversation is part of a speech on science being used to prolong human life to the point death doesn't hold the same meaning, making life feel less worth it. So then science loses. I don't know that the fact that death wouldn't hang over our heads at some point in the future, like maybe we solve for death, or we solve for the fact that we die as early as we do. And we say, you know what? With some little minor fixes to our telomeres and our genetic expression and to the oxidization that the body goes through, we fixed some of that with some nanoparticles and some CRISPR gene expression changes and all that. Now you're going to live to 300. Is that really going to affect sociology? Is the human experience really bound by the fact that we have to get things done in a certain amount of years? I feel like that seems like a very fairy tale, like Tolkien sort of version, like elves versus humans kind of concept. I think we would adapt very quickly to a longer lifespan, and it wouldn't negatively affect us or our life quality. Longevity escape velocity was the theory he was talking about, where scientific progress could extend life expectancy at an accelerating rate. That'd be really hard because you're fighting biology there, potentially leading to a point where humans could live indefinitely. However, he also acknowledged the potential for loss of meaning. That's what I don't understand. I don't think that people derive meaning from their mortality. Old people do, but at least in the US, we're so ageist, we're so anti-aging. in our ageism, that we're often not thinking about the long game. And so we live our young lives as though we really are going to live forever. And so if you extend that lifespan out, what you're really granting is young people the sort of vision that they have coming true, and they can add more years and they can do more things. They can accumulate more skills, be more versatile, change as the job market changes, pick up a new job if AI automates their job. I think it's more helpful than harmful. It's a really weird idea to think that meaning is derived from how little time we have. I disagree, and I would find it very hard for somebody to prove to me that the scarcity of years on a planet gives us something to base our lives on. The vision that I have for my life, like the goals that I have for my life, I think exceed the years that I have on this planet. I think they do. And so I will have to outsource stuff, or I'll have to leave behind really careful notes so somebody else, if they're interested, can take up the rest of my projects and finish them out, if it's possible. I think well beyond my own years, and I don't see my own lifespan as a constraint. My ideas will persist after I'm dead, so who cares about life expectancy? Or they solve for life expectancy and then I finish them all on myself or on my own. Doesn't matter. Either way. However, he also acknowledges the potential for, we read that, urgency, meaning and urgency if death is removed from the equation. Urgency. I mean, there's so many people who are not urgent, though. Urgency is a very Western idea. If you go to just looking at Western society, if you look at the continental Europe concept of life, people don't have our urgency. They're not trying to hurry up and finish things in a year to 5 years. If it happens, it happens. If they continue to work on it and it doesn't get fulfilled at the end and they die with an unfinished project, that's life. They lived a fulfilling life where they strove to the end, and maybe they never saw fruition, but the journey matters just as much for some people. I could not put in the right words. No worries. Or you could just be me. What does that mean? Yeah, Oz, I would not want to live in your chronic pain. But you do, and you manage it. And I appreciate that you're still with me and still here on this planet. Same, it's my genetics, though. I'm on my way to see Ortho later this month for a probable torn rotator cuff. Oof. Oof. Snake spine sisters. It's mild, but I have no thoracic arch, and I deal with hip pain, back pain, headaches, neck pain. True. Snoodly snake sisters. My spine is jacked up a few ways. I didn't really think about my mortality much until I was a mom. That's true. Then it really flipped a switch on you, right? Yeah. The most that would be without a caretaker would be my dogs if it wasn't already 100,000% sure my little brother would take care of them. I could go whenever. Yeah. I'm less worried about dying and more worried about leaving them without a person to lean on. True. Yeah. Not to say that for any of us, myself included, who are like at peace with death, that means that now would be fine. Because there are times when it would be more impactful to stay and exist and be healthy and be a resource for your family members, and continue to build memories and connections and a legacy, and all that stuff matters. And those are contrary to the act of death, but not to the point where if somebody said like, hey, look, this is really terminal unless you spent $1 million or, sacrifice this huge quality of life thing in order to continue to exist. Like you'd lose part of your prefrontal cortex, but you'd still be alive. It'd be like, at some point you have to kind of think about what kind of life you would lead. in order to continue to approve life over death. I think it's very conceited the way some people fight for more years on this planet when maybe they're at a position in their life where their contributions are done. They've done the support and the help and the connection and left the legacy that they needed to do. And at that point, if they still fight for something, and when they pay all the money and see all the specialists and everything, who they are on the other side of it is really such an inferior experience. It just makes me wonder, like, what is it you're trying to derive out of the strong clinging to life concept? And yet at the same time, if all of humanity was life expectancy solved for many more years, decades, hundreds of years after what we expect traditional death to be, do I feel like that breaks us in some way? I know people that know they're probably not going to live past their 70s, and maybe not even half of that. And it's not a motivator. It doesn't help them get off the couch or stop them binging a TV show or blaze up every night and just embrace oblivion because their job sucks and their relationship is taxing and there's so many stressors, and they just would like to forget and let go and be at peace a little bit every single day. And if at some point they pass away, who cares? That to tell them, hey buddy, I've determined the time that you're going to leave this planet. You're not going to make it past 52. You're not going to light a fire under everybody's butts. Some people will hear that and say, oh my God, there's so many things that I think I need to do. And there are other people that would be like, bring it. Let's see if we can shoot for 42. Everyone's built differently as far as what they want out of this life. Tomorrow, the older daughter's going in for the arm implant birth control. So send her good thoughts. Oof, yeah. She's not nervous, but I am. I'm sure it's such a routine thing. It's going to be like an in and out. It's not going to be anything. It's going to be a big nothing. But yeah, it's anytime you have to have a procedure, big or small, it's like, can't help but worry about them, right? Just make sure to keep an eye on her emotional and mental state on this new hormone. Oh yeah, Kit definitely would. Keeping track of how she feels for the 6 months daily. First 6 months. Yeah. Journaling, whatever it takes, check-ins, little conversations, make notes afterwards. Just some of that stuff can come up subtly or be like a shift that happens over time. And so being able to look back on your notes and see it. Well, thank you for that. So that you can see it sort of post-mortem can be really helpful, because to be able to use your memory as a resource, like, yeah, I feel like you've been trending in this direction. It's better to get everything documented. Yeah. I slowly had symptoms of psychosis over the course of about 8 months, so I get nervous when I hear people doing hormones. True. Not that that's the outcome for everybody, but it's something to keep in mind that can happen. And so it's always good to keep your, just keep notes, keep track of everything as it's happening. I've had grandparents in the 100s range. At this point, I'm just like, so far we've had everything but like a steamroller take their tries. So avoid those, I guess. Yeah. Generally, it seems like everything that could try to take you has done its job, and now it would have to be really weird stuff. The world apparently has more use of you yet, Tra. And I would say, from my family's standpoint, we've directly benefited from your current status of immortality. So appreciate you being around as much as you have in our lives, and I hope for more of that. Thank you for mentioning it. She's preparing to go out in the world as an adult. She doesn't want to rely on barrier methods or a schedule for meds. Didn't like the idea of the uterine implant. Understandable. Everything has its risk factors that you have to look at. You have to look at the risk percentages and then what would actually happen if you fell into that category and take that into consideration, right? Nothing, we live in such an era of data that nothing should ever be followed as just sort of a heart idea or like a common sense kind of thing. Like, oh, I heard, here's one option that I have on the table, and that's the first thing I've heard. Well, let's just stop you there. I'm just going to go with my gut and go with that one. It's like, no, weigh your options, listen to everything, hear the incidence rates of everything, hear the risk factors of everything, and then make like a really well-educated decision. Once every single person hears the broader perspective of what they're dealing with, I think we will all start to move toward, most of us maybe, will start to move toward a world in which we are making an estimation based on a large overview of everything that we have available to us, instead of making those gut knee-jerk impulse instinct reactions. I know there's a contingency of, especially this country, that would disagree with me and believes that common sense matters and your first intuition is good, and that you can find truth by rationalizing about it inside your own head. But, those are the people who die from very preventable things. Yeah. Death by hamster stampede? Could be. Yeah, let's start taking what's the word I'm looking for? Odds. Let's start putting odds on Troa's death pool. She told me she had no plans of being active, but if she does, it's one less thing to worry about. True. If the choice is ever taken from her, she is less likely to get pregnant. That's true too. And that is I hate that we live in a world in which that is a consideration to make, but it is a consideration to make. Yeah. My hopes are that I can train my girls to be lethal, so that if anybody were to ever try something that would be so removing of their autonomy, that they could use all legally acceptable methods of defending themselves, and that they would know how to do those things. I want that on my headstone if it happens. Yeah. I don't blame you. You're onto something? Oh, doing odds for you? Oh, right. I was going to pull up. She had this great graph that talked about. So somebody mentioned something about like, we have all these cancers now. Like, what's going on with society? This is not a direct correlation to something that we were talking about before, but I was reminded of this because this was a recent watch for me, and this was like a video from a year ago. But damn, if I do this, it's going to be all out of whack. But it's going to help me search up the graph that I was looking for, because I need pixels to drag along this this video so that I can see exactly where she cited this. The concept is that there's definitely ways in which we used to die regularly as human beings. These are the things that used to happen to us, and now those things have all changed. And she explains the why. It's in this video, I promise. Now I'm super gaslit. I feel like it's not happening. These also tell you chiropractors, anti-science. Is it anti-science? No way. Autism and vaccines? Maybe it was in here. Oh, great. Yeah, show me another ad. That's what the world watching my stream and my VOD wants to watch. More ads that aren't the ads that are already being served to them. Damn, it wasn't that. It's got to be something else. GMOs, health influencers, homeopathic medicine. This is a pretty good video, honestly. 5G. Organic foods. Yeah, she goes into organic foods. and does talk about, you know, the scam that there are some companies that are just like, hey, you know, pay us good money because our food is so much cleaner and better for you, when it's like, there's no real proof of that. Gluten-free, reliable study, artificial sweeteners. I swear it was her video. I want to say it was in here. Now I can't find it anywhere. If I go to, there's a way to find this, right? There is a transcript, and then she mentioned stuff about cancer. 13 times she mentions cancer. Cell phone towers, spiking cancer rates. Is it the 5G that she mentions this? I don't think this is. She's talking about all sorts of electromagnetic spectrum. Cancers. Saccharin is fine. We know about that these days. I swear she mentioned cancer in this at some point. Now I feel super gaslit. Was it a different video? Was I watching someone else? Okay, well, I don't think it's this video. Let me say, somebody, her, maybe not her, but somebody in a similar format of video was talking about basically in olden days, the top like 10 ways that people died were usually from like viral and bacterial infections of some sort. So infectious diseases, pneumonia was high on the list, tuberculosis, polio, a number of diseases that, since we have developed such strong vaccine cultures and hygiene and just ways to protect our community, the ways that we process food and cleanliness and sterility, especially in, sepsis was one of those. So like when you go in for surgery, you're in a completely sterile environment, where once upon a time that was definitely not the case. So all of those things, those incidence rates were reduced to almost nothing, right? Like hundreds of incidents per year globally, instead of millions dying that way. And so then you see things like cancer crop up, and it makes people think this is vaccines, this is 5G, this is, you know, all the newfangled shit that our culture and humanity's progress and technology, they're doing this to us. The old good Christian healthy ways that we used to live didn't have these problems, and now they do. The thing is that we live to see some of those problems now. When we have chronic pulmonary and cardiac diseases, we have cancers and all these sort of things. These are late onset problems that develop over the course of a person's life, that if you're dying before that happens, because you're not dying at 35, like Neil would say, but you're dying before you really get to the age where a lot of those elderly things would happen, the dementias and the Alzheimer's and the cancers and all that sort of stuff that take decades and decades to form and then become lethal. You die before then, those don't exist in a statistical, meaningful way. So we're prolonging our life expectancy out further, and we're seeing new ways that the body degenerates that only happen if you survive that far out. It's not because things are going bad for us now. It's that things are going so much better for us now, that we're in new frontiers on how a human can degenerate over the end, by the end of their lives. All right, so we got the Beetlejuice and Lydia are in there. I think that's everything for that one. Oh, we need an icon. Well, Beetlejuice loves beetles, so I think we add a little beetle there. And then we need The next one is Slayer's Blood. Oh, why am I typing? Who types? I can just copy paste. The Buffy the Vampire Slayer cocktail. Why is this from the Drunken Moogle? Moogles are Final Fantasy, right? It just seems like these are not fantasy really at all, and they're just fandom. But here we are. Oh, we should still do contributor. And yeah, we need line breaks, vodka, pomegranate juice. People love drinking pomegranate. Don't get me wrong, me too. It's just surprising to me. I don't think like a lot of people really grew up around pomegranates to have a craving or develop a taste for it. But maybe it's exotic for that. Same thing with blood oranges too. I didn't have them growing up, but you know, later on in life, I became pretty well connective to it. So that's the drink is vodka, which is whatever. That's just, you know, to get it boozy. But what you're not going to taste that. You're really going to taste the pomegranate and blood orange together. Once you add orange to vodka, especially blood orange, which is stronger flavor, you're not going to taste the vodka much at all. And simple syrup just makes it extra sweet because these two are very tart. And the lime's going to be tart too. And then this blood is just for rimming the glass. It's just for shiggles. This is not really worth doing unless you just want the aesthetic. Sugar, corn syrup to thicken it, water to thin it, or to turn it into, you know, something that'll drip, and then food coloring. That's literally just it. Yeah, it's whatever. The drink in the middle is the more impactful of the two. And we'll add the image there. Bada boom. Looks good. I mean, that looks aesthetic, you know. I don't want to lick that rim. It's not going to add anything to the flavor of the drink, which is why you rim a glass. But the drink inside it's fairly straightforward. This is basically a what's the grapefruit and vodka? It's like a Greyhound. It's grapefruit and vodka, but more bougie. You get the same sort of basic effect, though. And then we need probably the blood drop. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay. We should probably do like food and drinks. Yeah? Let's do a subheading just for drinks. I swear I can type. Blue? Where's my purple? We'll do another one for food. Move that up there. Okay. The next one is interesting. They're just shooters. They're meant to be buddy-buddy, and they don't look all that different from each other. Same basic concept. The Jack and Sally shooter partners. Probably great if you're going to a party with a +1 and you want to do +1 stuff with them. The Jack ingredients. See how it's all... I don't know why these carriage returns don't want to come over. The Jack. Pumpkin pudding. I don't know if I want to drink this. I'm sure if you mix it well enough, it's going to work. Spiced rum. I'm sold. Although rum gives me a bad next day. Heavy cream. Whipped cream. This is going to sit really heavy. And your joints, if you get older, this will probably make your joints hurt. Because you get like, I don't know what it is. I haven't looked up the mechanism to it, but it's akin to like a lactose acid buildup when you work out and you don't stretch or you don't cool down afterwards. And then your muscles, especially those around your joints, your ligaments and muscles right around your elbows and your wrists and your knees, like they start to like ache, or your ankles. It's right around those flexi points that things start to ache. And if you have like really sweet, creamy, sugar heavy alcohol, I've heard this happens to me, and I've heard this happens to a lot of other people. Kind of the same situation. It's like a sugar toxicity sort of thing. So that's the Jack. The Sally is also pumpkin pudding related. But it's going to be, and this is gross, instead of rum, which would be, you know, like a little shot. This is creme de cacao. This is a liqueur. You wouldn't normally drink this. You would, most people would drink a shot. 2 ounces is 0.5 ounces more than a shot, or you could call this a heavy shot. They would do this because this is rum with a bunch of other like bougie stuff added to it. But creme de cacao is the bougie stuff you add to something else. So having the creme there on its own is kind of gross. You got curacao, which is also kind of its own liqueur. This is citric. Curacao is kind of citric flavored. So that mixed with the cocoa, you get kind of like a orangey chocolate kind of, I don't know if I don't like this one nearly as much. Pumpkin whipped cream. That sounds like a whole endeavor to try to make, just to make a different whipped cream. But I guess if you've already got like your own whipped cream making stuff at home, it's not that hard. And you stick a little candy corn on the top of both of them. Sure. Why not? You have to refrigerate these too. You can't just serve them because they got to light. The pudding has to set after you've put them together. And we'll give the aesthetic. Uh-oh. I need to scroll up higher on this page, please. That's all right. We can add it and then we can move it. There. The Jack and Sally. Look how pretty they are. But they look like a real pain to make unless you make them in bulk. It's fine. It's fine, Silvos. It's fine. No, he found a really great article that had a lot of fun ideas. That's all. So I don't blame him for this. Can we do, is there a candy corn icon? There is not. Emoji. What do we want to do? I guess just pumpkin. Yeah, we'll do the jack-o'-lantern. That's fine. That's very Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, that's fine. The next one is Hocus Pocus based, which, you know, since the musical has gotten a lot more traction. It's interesting. I grew up not having watched this movie and had to catch up on it much later. Even still, I think when the girls were really addicted to this movie, they were watching it when I was working my work from home job. And so I don't really know the story all that well. Just the rough gist. But let's see how the drink turns out. 2 cups. Wait, what? Oh, because this is okay. This serves like a punch bowl based in the picture. We might as well just add that real quick. Yeah, that's a whole cauldron of stuff. I was like, wait, 2 cups of vodka. What the hell are we making here? I see what we're making. A punch bowl. 2 cups of sour apple pucker. Ugh, I'm already not. Yeah, it turns it green, but I just don't like apple pucker stuff. It feels like it's rotting my teeth when I drink it. 4 liters of lemon lime soda. So get your Sprites and mists and whatever, Starries. Dry ice to make it foam or steam like a witch's cauldron. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Literally, it's just going to taste like the sour apple pucker. You're not going to... The soda's just there for effervescence. The vodka's just there to get you tipsy. But it's... This is not... Is there a cauldron? Damn. Which... Is there really nothing like a... what else would you call this? Not a pot, a cauldron, kettle. No. Fine, we'll just add a witch. Wait, woman mage. Is there not a witch there not a witch emoji? I feel like there's a witch emoji. Fine, I'll just use the woman mage. Doesn't make me happy though. You kind of look like it. I don't know. I want just like a cauldron. I didn't make the list of emojis. All right. So that's done. Oh, that's it. That's all those. Okay. Done and done. That's creepy. There's a surprising amount of this channel that is just pictures. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Pictures are still good too. Yeah. Okay, we have an infused vodka recipe from Troa. Let's add that to drinks. Infused vodka. Yeah. Good stuff. Is there a way to... Oh, I don't think there's a vodka symbol, perhaps, but we'll just add a martini glass. Although traditional martini is gin, but vodka ended up being added to the roster down the line. Oh. Here's another good one. Food, finally, again. This also helps us, I think, the other reason why I wanted to do this project too is because this lets us know what what's been added and what hasn't yet in the knowledge base. So kind of get an idea of what stuff we could use and what's already been contributed ahead of time, right? So let's do crab imperial stuffed mushrooms. I think we do the mushroom icon. I was gonna do the crab, but then I realized really what the draw is mushrooms. Contributors draw. Good stuff. I'll do a little bit of bolding here. Not gonna go crazy on formatting everything. Just getting the information in there. Yeah. Okay. Now we're picking up steam. I'm seeing more here that are food. More recipes are starting to matriculate. Jalapenos, we need a chili pepper in there. Yeah. Now we don't eat bacon, but we do find ourselves eating fake bacon because the rough idea of bacon is a pretty good idea, even if you don't eat pigs. I do like the concept. I do like what bacon adds to a meal. And maybe I said something like, "Oh, hey, that's a great recipe. Too bad we're pescatarian." And Tro was like, "I got you. We're going to give you a fish recipe then." An herb-crusted salmon with roasted lemons. I do love roasting. Roasting is a quick way to my heart for just about anything. But I've already said, like, I really like tavern food. And honestly, there is something about roast stuff. You put it on a cookie sheet or whatever, stick it in the oven and really let like slow cook that way, that it caramelizes the internal sugars and darkens parts and crisps the outsides while the inside stays moist. Like there's just something about roasting in general that is amazing. It really unlocks so many foods that I probably, if you're like, hey, do you want some raw fill in the blank? I'd be like, not really. Like raw carrots. Do you like raw carrots? Not so much. Do you like well cooked carrots in boiled water, maybe with some spices or something to sweeten it up? My mom used to add brown sugar to boiled cooked carrots in a pot in water. And it was just so gross. I hate to do this, but oh, cut of meat. Can I just do sheep? Yeah, I just want to do. I'm gonna put a sheep there. Let's be real. I'm gonna make fun of English since I'm a Mandarin speaker and I have Mandarin speaking kids, and in the house, and for the last 6 years, that is how I interface with my family, except for Oz. And now Oz is also learning it through Duolingo, so I can speak generally around the house in Mandarin almost all the time. And 3 out of 3 of the lady folk who hear me talk understand what I'm saying. So it just incentivizes me more. And one of the things that is, and I've probably already said this in a couple streams before, is the most often. Oh, shit. Well, some of you are going to miss this, but I'm going to keep on with my point because this is a good point that I'll do for the subscribers only. Or if you're on Twitch Turbo. One thing that I find that is very telling of the way Western people think of eating mammals. And this is not why I don't eat mammals at all, by the way. The reason why I don't eat mammals is largely a health thing and nothing else. I just, maritime societies live crazy life expectancies and they eat mostly food from the ocean. And so, like, there's something there, right? I don't know 100% what that is, but there's something there. When you look at Western societies, and especially in English, since it's like the #1 Western society language, and you look at all the ways you reference your fellow mammals, you never refer to them by what they are when you eat them. That's weird, right? That's weird shit. It's like you're embarrassed. It's like you're ashamed. This stuff should just be called what it is. Are you eating cow? You're eating cow. Call it cow. Let's sit down and have some cow meat. Let's sit down and have some pig meat. Let's eat some sheep together. Let's have rabbit. Rabbit has its own code word. Deer has its own code word. Everything that's mammalian seems to have its own secret keyword so that you don't have to feel so bad about what you just did to that poor animal that's closer to you than others. And it's obvious because we don't have those code words for fowl, right? You're eating turkey, you're eating turkey. Chicken, chicken. Quail, quail. Nothing matters if it's like avian and lays eggs and separate from us, different types of lizards, and alligator meat, you're eating alligator. You wouldn't call it anything else. All the different fish. Salmon doesn't have a special name. Tuna doesn't have a special name. But things like beef and pork and what's the word for sheep? Mutton and coney and venison. It screams you're embarrassed and ashamed and you should just call it what it is. And I find it so weird. And I'm kind of happy that my kiddos grew up in a Mandarin speaking household because they also don't have any weird pretense about, like, we sit down and we eat animals. At our dinner table, we eat animals. Somebody kills them. We don't necessarily go out there and kill them, but somebody's gone and killed them. And we take their muscles, their innards, and we chew on them and swallow them for nutrition. And there's nothing weird and they were raised that way and they don't have any weirdness about it. And I think some of the weirdness about, like, but that was flour that was raised on grandma's farm and we slaughtered her and we're eating her now. Like that, things get weird when you start to act that way. Just, call animals what they are. Food, if you're eating animals for food. When I'm asked what we're eating for dinner, if it is cow, I tell Southern moo meat. Good. it's lighthearted, and yeah, it's kind of jokey, but at the same time, it's like it is cow. Like, why make any pretense about it? Why use different special code words or hide or do anything weird? Just call it what it is. All right, another one from Troa. Did I do contributor on the last one or two? I might have been moving a little bit fast. I just want to make sure. No. Rude. I don't need to highlight it. Just need to move this up. Boop. Got to make sure we're getting credit where credit's due. Jeez. What is wrong with me? Live typing always feels weird because I feel like you're able to like see in my soul a little bit, especially if I type something wrong. You're like, oh, I see what you're doing. I see what's happening in your subconscious. I don't know. It's like doing a math problem with everybody watching you show all the work. Okay. Millionaire's Coffee. Oh, this one sounds good. Troa, you're gonna get me in trouble. Get me fatter than I want to be. Bailey's, Kahlua. These are already these are 3 ingredients towards one of my favorite drinks that I like to make, which is the Russian Quaalude. Hopefully. Not all recipes. Where's the bartender's guide or whatever website? There's a better site than all recipes. Jolly Bartender? What happened to the website that just used to have, wasn't there one that, there's one cocktail.uk.com. For some reason I trust websites that are external to the US a little bit better. Let me see if this is the one that I agree with. Bailey's ice cream for okay. This is missing. This isn't the Quaalude. That's 3 things. I don't trust this one. Yeah, it should be. God, I hate that it's on all recipes. But honestly, it's so a lot of things with vodka. This is just like inside baseball. When bartenders make drinks, there are a few different ways that you memorize how drinks are formed, and vodka tends to have its own kind of weird standards rules. It's not 100%, but it helps you memorize some of them. There's a handful of vodka drinks that are coded so that the name of the drink helps you remember how to make it. Ugh, I hate this website. Is there a reader version of this? Can I get just I just want to only read it. How do you do that? Damn. I hate stuff that just pops up random ads while you're not even reading the website. So, for example, vodka and grapefruit juice is called a Greyhound, and the GR in grapefruit is in Greyhound. Why else would it be called a Greyhound? I have no idea, because I don't think grapefruits and dogs have much in common. But grapefruit, Greyhound, it's just easy to remember that way. Cranberry and vodka is called a Cape Cod. So you have the C in cranberry, the C in Cape Cod. I also think cranberries are in Cape Cod is a place where they have cranberry farms or cranberry bogs, I guess they are. But it happens to be, C and C, and easy that way. And the Russian Quaalude, probably one of my favorite drinks of all time. The QU in Quaalude is also the QU in quad, meaning like 4. And the Russian Quaalude is a mix of like 4 different liquors and liqueurs to make a drink. And when you see Russian, that's just code for it means vodka. It's just racist. It's just like, oh, well, if it's got vodka, it must be a Russian thing. Souped up version of the White Russians, yeah, just like less ingredients of the same thing. But basically, you could imagine, oh, thanks for this. You could imagine Big Lebowski, the dude, drinking one of these just as easily. And this is the one that I know. Yeah, basically. And look at how easy this is. You couldn't get easier than this. You got your rocks, and then you have 1 ounce of 5 things. The last one's non-alcoholic. There's just some half and half. Most people have half and half around. If you have a full bar, anything that's like a pop-up bar tends to not have this because half and half goes bad if you don't have proper refrigeration. But basically, you've got 3 flavors and your vodka for, the big kick. So the vodka's the kicker. It does not really add flavor adder. It's usually a flavor detriment. But your mix are coffee, an Irish cream flavor, and a hazelnut. And yeah, that's basically the flavor combo. So tasty. It's basically, but it's also like candy. It's not particularly like healthy for you. It's super sweet and probably makes you feel awful the next day. But this one sounds really good too. It's like part of the way there, plus actual coffee, which can be really fun. So Oz has another recipe here for coconut haystack macaroons. I just want to see if this is the same one or different. And it looks like it might be different. Because, yeah, I'm seeing different mix of ingredients here. So, hate to say this, but Oz has made this more complicated. So I'm going to do a toggle and call one version 1. And it's another toggle and call it version 2. Think so. She didn't know, probably. You get a good idea, and sometimes you just follow it and you don't realize that you've already done this in another place and another time. These are both from Oz, so I'll put them both in the same article. We'll just call them 2 different versions. Slim, what's going on? I have a Discord text channel where people share recipes, foods they've made, ideas for drinks and all that kind of stuff. And I just want to put them into Notion and have them in a space where the community can access them and like learn, try the recipes, give their notes, that kind of thing. I'm pretty close to passing out though. I'll level with you. I am the sleepy. How are you tonight? Or today, wherever your time zone is. So this is a weird, this is code. Can we not? I don't want this to be code. I just want this to be text. How did this end up being code? Oh, that's much better. So like review, kind of, I'm migrating them because these are all on Discord, and like scrolling up into Discord's backlog, I think is just, it's an inferior way to find stuff. And then like being able to see at a quick glance, well, what are all the recipes people have talked about in this one text channel? You're not going to see it. There's no quick glimpse way. You can't really gather ideas. Really what this has been for is somebody had a great recipe, or they recently tried something, or they just wanted to share something, or it came up in conversation. They post it there. Everybody reacts there on the spot, but there isn't like a good repository for these to look back on. Yeah. So there's 2 different macaroons recipes. These are really good though. These can be dry and chewy, but they kind of feel like good travel cookies in that regard. Like they're big, and the raisins add some moisture to them. Oz has made these for me a few different times in our relationship. And yeah, so like they're kind of chewy, but in sort of a satisfying way. Like when you really crave jerky. I know I'm saying that from somebody who's a pescatarian, but I've had I've had a good jerky, and I've had other jerkies that were in line with my diet, But it's kind of like that. Like you're chewing, and it's a little on the chewier side, but it's like sweet, and the outside part of the coconut's kind of toasted and caramelized, and then you got the sweet moist raisins on the inside, sort of thing. So like it works. It's a pretty good flavor profile. Okay, where's our next recipe? Oh, Dad's dry rub. This is gonna have to be. This isn't like a food. Am I a chef? No, not by trade. So this was just by luck when I was in elementary school. Elementary school? Where did we first meet? When I was young. I ran into a guy who I ended up calling him like my best friend for a long time, but I don't think we really vibed that well. But we hung out for many, many years pretending to vibe. And we were into completely different things most of the time in our lives. But I learned a lot from him because we were so different. And one of the things he really wanted to do after he graduated high school, he was like, I just want to be like a chef. And I was like a professional? He's like, yeah, I really love to cook and like make really cool things in the kitchen. And I was like, but if you're a chef, you make like 10 things in the kitchen every single day, the same 10 things. Like, I don't know, like to me, like if you wanted to be creative with food, you wouldn't then go work in a kitchen somewhere for like a restaurant or a hotel or dining hall or whatever, because then you're not creative anymore. Like you just, cranking out more green beans for this or another filet mignon for that customer or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. To me, I couldn't understand it, but that was like his dream. And so he went to a culinary institute on the East Coast. He got himself credentialed. He started working in like high level hotels and that sort of stuff. And we lived together for a little while after we both, stopped living with our parents. And part of our living situation, like I was like, I just want to learn stuff you've learned. Like, stuff other people don't know how to do in a kitchen. People go into the kitchen, they're like, I'm going to cut some of this and chop some of that. I'm going to stick them in a pan or put them in a pot, and I'm going to eat the stuff on the other end. I'm like, you got to know some other like secret shit, right? You went to a whole full-fledged academy, a college just for this. Teach me your secret ways. And does that make me like culinary high-end chef level material? Nah, I got like a secondhand education from a guy because I was like curious. I was like, if you know secrets about food, I wanna learn some. And he taught me some things. So I guess I feel like for somebody who never studied food, because I never did, except through my friend, that I know some sneaky stuff about like playing jazz in the kitchen. I can follow a recipe, but I think literally anybody can follow a recipe if you're just slow and cautious enough about it. You do what the recipe tells you to do verbatim, and you'll have the product that they told you to at the end, basically, right? But if you just have some stuff in the fridge and you're like, oh, this is starting to get wilty, or I really need to cook this up in the next 3 days or it's going to go bad, or I've got leftovers from two different things that feel like they don't really match up, I can sort of play with that kind of stuff and like add spices and combine textures and maybe blend this or use this as a garnish for something instead of what it was. Like I have more ideas and more under my belt as far as like creative things I can do off recipe, thanks to my drop in learning from the one friend. But I don't have any formal training in that regard. Most of everything that I've ever been interested in has all been in the same like two parts of my brain, which are the mathematical and language centers of the brain, which helps you learn foreign languages, helps you do music, because music is kind of like half language, half math kind of thing, and creativity. And it helps you do. I'm touching here, but it's the left, my left. I don't know, your right hand side of the screen, the left side of the brain, right? The Wernicke and Broca's area of the brain for language processing. Linguistics, music, and mathematics, and computers, like programming computers. Programming computers is really just a matter of getting logical frameworks to express ideas that are sort of human thought concepts. So like a language, kind of, but not really. A way to change, I want this thing to increment by 3 every iteration, and then you just tell it to the computer the way the computer would understand. It's kind of a linguistics sort of thing. Tro says, I am of the cannot do the coconut tribe. What do you mean cannot do? Milk is shuddery but doable. I don't blame you for not appreciating milk. I mean, the vast majority of the world weans off of milk, right? Like other mammals. I mean, it's just kind of like a natural concept. Human beings are mammals. Mammals drink milk when they're born to get them big and to get them to the point where they can eat solid foods. And then you eat solid foods, and the lactase enzyme, I guess it is, that depletes away, right? And then you can't really drink milk. Your body isn't even like, won't even allow you to at that point. So that's people. However, folks of my heritage, my ethnicity, my background's from Finland. I am 3rd generation in the United States. Finnish people lived in an area of the world where getting vitamin D from the sun was rather challenging. And so getting it from livestock's dairy products worked in a sort of backwards kind of way. If you couldn't get it from the melanin in your skin, then you could get it from another animal who would be eating the grass that was getting the sun's, radiation. So by and large, you still were able to like live a life without rickets, but only people whose lactase enzyme, whose ability to digest dairy didn't deplete over time. So you had to mutate. In fact, a lot of the ways in which especially Finnish people are genetically comprised are mutations, either to preserve the work it takes to generate melanin because you live in an area with almost no sunlight, up to like how do you have vitamin D in your life without being able to get it through your skin. Oh, you mean coconut milk? Oh, you love cow's milk, but not coconut milk. Huh. Interesting. I love coconut milk, but I'm not a huge fan of coconut water. Coconut water, it has a weird taste to me that I get overwhelmed with very, very quickly. Every time I think like, oh, this is going to be really refreshing, hydrating, has lots of like natural minerals and stuff in it that are good for me. I have trouble actually drinking it. I don't know what it is. It's part the viscosity, but there's something in the flavor, and I don't know what it is, but it hits like this back sides of my tongue the way like bitter and sour can kind of be too overwhelming if you didn't want them. But I can't think of coconut milk as either being bitter or sour. It must be something else, but I feel like it antagonizes the same place in my mouth. Like my mouth just doesn't want that flavor. Coconut texture, just no. Not the shredded, not right off the shell. You don't like it dry or moist? Oh, I like it both. I like actual coconut, but not by itself. I like it as an ingredient when mixed with other stuff. I wouldn't just open up a coconut and just have it. And I wouldn't just have shredded dried coconut and have that by itself. Not that interested. Hated everyone with a passion. Wow. Anything with a coconut liqueur, just a nope. You don't even like the coconut flavor? What about like Mounds and Almond Joy that are like chocolate, and then the coconut is like heavily doused with sugar? Because those chocolate bars, that's not what coconut tastes like. That's what incredibly sweetened coconut tastes like. Not a chance. Wow. Okay. Dry rub. This one's gonna have the meat icon on it. Which meat? That meat. That's a good meat for the dry rub. And you know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna just add the image. It won't do it from Discord. Ah, brutal. Brutal. It's fine. There are other ways to add this image. I just wanted to drag and drop and make it happen, but said no. Downloads. There it is. Yeah. There's no measurements on this one, so measure with your heart. Maybe we have to end there. It's getting late. I've been really tasked. Wow, I cannot think of the right English word. I've been really drained with the day job thing. Ask Nico how his day job's going. We work at the same place, and he'll probably give you an earful. Or he just won't say anything and he'll just shut down because of the PTSD. But it's brutal. My supposition, I haven't talked with Nico about this, but my supposition is that they are in layoff season, but they won't tell anybody except the shareholders, CEO, and the C-level executives. And therefore, what they're aiming to do is put 3 to 4 times the amount of work on everybody's plate. Try to see who will step up. And if people step up, they're like, great, that's an exploitable shill. That's somebody who will do way more work than a salaried employee needs to do. And we will eventually consider them for leadership because they have the work ethic in which, you know, they'll be heavily motivated and exploitable. They're good, like, you know, sheep sort of people. And for everybody else who like buckles under that amount of extra work, they'll be like, oh, this is a great candidate for layoff. And we'll replace them with somebody young, fresh, and way cheaper on an hourly wage sort of metric. And so I think it's a test because I was both put under a significant amount more of work every day and held to standards for things that don't make like any sense, like a bunch of really weird metrics, some of which like were well outside of my wheelhouse or capacity to manage. And then I heard in other separate conversations, maybe that I shouldn't have heard, that we're like in budget calibration season. I'm like, that's funny. So we're thinking about where all of our money needs to be allocated, and you're doing all these changes to my responsibilities and telling me I've missed a bunch of my goals that I don't think I missed. And I could get combative, but if I get combative, does that win me the job or does that push them into further antagonism, right? There's all this like politics involved when you want to say what you want to say. You know, you say, hey, I feel like this is really unfair. Are you now showing that you're not brand loyal or willing to go with what your superiors say, and therefore you're more of a candidate for a layoff because you're disagreeable? Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff to weigh. And right now, my policy has so far just been do the extra work and hold out and see how it goes. When what I really want to be doing is content creation 24/7. It's just a risky jump. And it's not one that I want to make under duress or one that I want to be forced by this company to make. I want to strategize and plan and do and minimize the amount of risk that I put on, especially the kiddos, because I don't want to emergency move and emergency sell a bunch of stuff. And you know, have to take out loans or take out high interest debt, that sort of thing, just because things weren't working out well. So have to be cautious and conservative, and that means swallowing a lot of bitter pills. Yeah. This one needs a preface to it. Oh, the dry rub. Photos the pinch and dash from an old an old roommate's dad. Okay. This is for ribeyes. No measurements, just what he remembered. Cool. Came up on stream conversation about your dad recipe book. Nice. Good stuff. Cordoleva, hi, welcome. We're just getting close to ending stream. Yeah, we're putting together a bunch of recipes. We've got a pretty good start. I feel like the rub maybe shouldn't go under food. Should we do, what would you call components? Or it's not like an ingredient per se, but it's like a, for lack of a better term, if you come up with something better than this, for now we'll just call it components. Rubs and marinades. I don't know that we have enough other stuff to put under a category that specific. So I'm just going to put it as components because it might be that you have a sauce that goes here too, or a special whipped cream, or a preparation method for a tomato that you wouldn't use by itself, but you use in other, I'm trying to keep it more vague, at least for now, until we know what kind of other stuff we have. Like food is going to have a whole heck of a lot of stuff until maybe we see that a lot of things could be subcategorized as like, well, here's just a whole bunch of soups, or here's just a whole bunch of roasts, or whatever it happens to be. Welcome back, Weeha. I'm going to bed. Yeah, I hate to say it. We've done a lot of work here, putting a lot of the gluttony sin into the knowledge base, and I have a stressful and annoying day of work tomorrow pending. So I should have probably gone a long time ago, but I really like streaming with you guys. I like being here with you guys. So thanks for being here for me and making it a good night. I don't know the recipe, but my mom makes the best no-bake cookies. Hey, if you still know your mom, you should ask her about that recipe. And if you want to say like, hey, I know this great, online content creator, and he's putting together some of like the community's best recipes, and I think your cookies are a great candidate to be added to this knowledge base. She could either say like, oh, great, yeah, here's the recipe. Or she could say, no, it's our secret family recipe, and you have to do a special blood sacrifice to learn it from me. Either way, I think it's kind of a win-win. So yeah, you should ask. Yeah. Get some good sleep. I will not. I'm going to get probably about 3 hours. And that's been just the way the last 2 weeks have been. I told you there's a stream, 3 or 4 streams ago. I think the VOD is still up on my YouTube channel, and it's called Schedule Change Imminent. And we didn't do that shit. I'm just gonna slowly wither away in really, really bad health circumstances for a couple weeks and get back to you on that. No, I'm just kidding. I promise. Oz and I are in talks to try to do better health things. There's so many variables, and maybe in another stream, not this one because we're already running late, I will tell you about some of them as is stream appropriate. But the answer is, as much as I would have liked to have pivoted right when the kids started school, there's still some stuff up in the air, and some of my choices are outside of my control and are sitting in other people's heads or policies, and I dislike that. I feel like I'm at an age in my life where I want all the controls of my life in my hands, but not just yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully sooner than later. All right. Oh, why does this one have a colon right there. Boop. That's better. Fits everything else. Goat stream, but I wasn't there. Then how would you know? You're just buttering my toast. Is that a term? Do people say that? What do you know? You're buttering my toast. You want something from me. Why are you trying to butter my toast? I don't think. Butter me up, I think, is the term. But I'm creating new nomenclature. My sleepy self. I'm sure it was fantastic. I'll leave on this one note. This is how sleep deprived I am and why this is critical that I solve this schedule thing really soon. I've been nodding off mid-conversation. And I've been micro-dreaming in my nod-offs and thinking that that's part of the conversation and then getting confused mid-conversation. I know it super doesn't sound like that right now, that I seem somewhat savvy and together, but it's a little bit alarming. I do need more sleep and I do need a different stream schedule, and we will work on it. I'm not slacking on it. There's just, externalities. But that part is kind of freaky. I haven't experienced that before in my life. And the fact that I can kind of like blink hard, imagine that you said another sentence in what you were just telling me and you didn't actually say it, and it's super non sequitur, or like, unfortunately, sometimes it does add context, but you didn't say that and you didn't mean that. And then I react to that thing that you didn't say. It feels borderline like a psychosis or a mental illness. So, wish me luck making that new schedule so I don't fall into some weird psychotic break from lack of sleep. Oh yeah, I know you know what that's like, Troa. All right, I'm out of here. If you've been watching on Trovo, Kick, Instagram already died a long time ago because you know how they are, or YouTube, we're saying goodnight to you right now. Twitch, I will raid out, but I will raid and run because I need to protect myself. For everybody whose stream is ending right now, which is everyone who's not on Twitch, if you are safe, fed, loved, and well rested, please make sure someone out there is too. And I'll catch you all again on Saturday, where I live, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, for more My Friendly Neighborhood, if I don't cancel stream like I did last Saturday. But that was just because I was so sleep deprived. Yeah, I'll try to make it to more streams. Thanks for your flexibility this summer. All right. See you all those streams, and hang on Twitch for just a hot second.